around the city, everybody know we the ones get it. It ain't on the low, moving high speeds, never driving slow. I ain't got the time, got somewhere to go. Moving around the city, everybody know we the ones get it. It ain't on the low, moving high speeds, never driving slow. I ain't got the time, got somewhere to go. Rolling, I've been going all night, I can barely stay focused. Pouring up the Henny and I'm smoking on the Lotus. All black teens got me feeling like the POTUS. Yeah, all week, I've been going strong 7 days, y'all week. The real don't talk and the fake don't eat. My niggas turn to chefs if we talking about beef. Look, I gotta stay on my toes, I keep an eye on my hoes. I never style on my bros, but I design the clothes, yeah. And I bet they know I'm on now. They recognize when a young nigga move around the city. Everybody know, we the ones get it. It ain't on the low, moving high speeds, never driving slow. I ain't got the time, got somewhere to go. Moving around the city.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Fresco. You can follow me on Twitter at Fresco Ben Famous. That's BIN Famous. And on Instagram at Fresco Fame. You did?
And it's your boy Flaw700, a.k.a. Flaw Claw Van Dam, a.k.a. Flaw Cigar. And you can follow me, Flaw700, on A-Thing.
Facto.
Episode 103, man.
Episode 103, man. We back for another week, another Friday night.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, do me a favor. Whether it's on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify, search for Audio Fam Network, man.
Hey.
And all of the shows that's under the umbrella will come up for your listening pleasure.
How many shows that is now? Like 10?
About 10 shows.
About 10 shows?
About 10 shows, man. Very diverse, man. We got men, women. We got women and men co-hosts. We got a show full of women. Well, we got a show full of women. We do. We got a show full of men. So, you know what I mean? We just all over the place, and that's what I like, man.
So basically what he's saying is you can get all the type of conversations and the jewels that you need from following the following shows that's under the Audio Fam Network.
Absolutely. Episode 103, and we got a special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
Facto, exacto. Good friend of mine, man. Way back. I'm talking middle school shit, man. Shout out to Emily Fisher. Feel me?
Yeah.
Red team shit.
Blue team, fuck that.
Red team shit. This is a gentleman who I've known for quite a while. He's developed into a very talented musical artist with a plethora of tunes for you to select from for your listening pleasures.
Facts.
And without further ado, man, we got the homie TopZilla in the building, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, baby? Appreciate y'all having me on the show.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, again, Top is an artist from the area, from the Trenton area, and he has a very unique story along with some very unique music. And we here to get into the details of what this man got going on or what his life is like up until this current point.
But first, let's get into our weeks. So, Top, since you the guest, you want to go first? How was your week?
I mean, my week was pretty cool, man. I ain't do too much, just really got ready for the show. You know, had a few life experiences that I've been dealing with, but, you know, got my mind right. Come holler at you guys, the podcast brothers, you know what I mean?
We appreciate it, too.
Very influential show, man. Everybody make sure y'all follow the links and everything like that, man.
Appreciate it. We're going to get your links, too, for all your social media information and your music information. I'll plug into the episode description so people can find you.
Right.
How was my week, Jax?
Nobody asked, but go ahead.
My week was all right, yo. I went to Bub Love album release party. Shout out to Bub Love.
Shout out to Bub, baby.
Shout out to Mad Lights. Yo, it was beautiful when I went there, man. I love the way they move as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in their team plays a part.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the rapper, the singer, the photographer, the producer, the writer, the director. Like, they do everything. Like, I've been to a movie premiere, and now I've been to an album premiere, and they're doing it. I'm just looking at them like, yo, y'all fire. I like the way y'all get down.
They official.
Shout out
they
to
definitely
Mad
official team.
So
they definitely official.
Earlier
team.
in the week, I sent out a post, and I was just like, yo, man, if anybody want to get down with the podcast brothers, man, so we can start building as a team. Hence why I got my man Ant Graves in the building with us.
Ant Grave out here.
Big Ant.
I don't know if y'all remember, but episode 14, he came down with He came down with all the movie production lights. It was the first time I seen it. It was lights
Flashing
everywhere.
lights. This nigga had fucking mystical glitter.
Oh shit!
It was cameras everywhere.
He had a smoke machine and shit.
He had a smoke machine. It was lights. It was a fucking.
He brought the unicorn
It
through.
was a projector of ourselves watching ourselves. Nah, I'm bullshit. It was a lot.
Make a long story short, that was episode 14, and we ain't seen the footage yet.
But it's still all love for the man Ant Gray.
I heard it was fire though.
Boy.
I heard it was fire.
Still a homie.
So yeah, man, we just trying to. I'm trying to build up a team, man. That shout out to Laquan. He does our cover art.
Shout out to Laquan.
If you want some dope cover art like you see with us, man, you're gonna hit Laquan up. So I just want us to build together and just put our brands out there, and we just come up together, man, and just start killing the game, man, getting some bread off of this,
Yeah,
man.
Let's corner the market, man, and take over more avenues of this shit, man.
Facts.
One hand wash the other. Both wash the face. You heard?
I hurt my back at the gym.
My back is broken.
Spinal. Spinal.
Yeah, what they said. Definitely was going too hard in the gym, man. So I couldn't go for I had to call out of work on Tuesday. It was that bad. Like I could not move at all. But I'm good now. I'm sitting up straight. I still feel a little
Sound
pain.
like you should go get a
some back
professional
support, bro.
massage, bro.
Yo, I was told to get an icy hot pad. I don't do none of that, bro. I just
Thug it out. That's the man in us.
word. I just wake up. I just said, listen, I'm gonna wake up feeling better, and that's what I did. That's just what I did.
Fuck that. I done went to the doctor. I done went to CVS. Bought some icy hot, some ice packs.
I'm not big on medicine, man. I don't take medicine, man. Like,
And
I smoke me a blunt or something. I'm good.
This is true.
That's my medicine.
And I'm doing something special for myself, man. I'm taking some trips finally, man. You're going to catch me, yeah. You're going to catch me in Atlanta in October at
You
the
can
Pod
find
Connection.
me in St. Louis smoking on dubs.
Hey,
Yo,
niggas can't act like they ain't fuck with Nelly,
shout out
man.
to Nelly, man.
Facts.
We've been talking about
We've been
that,
talking about
Nelly.
Nelly
Niggas
a
can't
lot.
act
Talking
like
about
they can't
Nelly.
fuck
We
with
Play
Nelly.
Air Force Ones, his favorite ad lib.
Yeah.
That shit. When that nigga do that, you know the song is a hit. Every time.
Bro, y'all, last week I was just talking to Cole about this shit, Zay. Air Force Ones.
Uh-huh.
It was a dope Nelly, like,
It was fire because
fire.
that was the time
Especially-
period Air Force Ones was fire.
What?
Like, everybody was rocking I just got the Air
give
Forces.
me 2 per.
So yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna be in Atlanta for the Pod Connection, and then I'm
Facto.
hopping on that plane to Miami in November, man.
Well, look, I'm
Live
happy
your
for
best
you, man.
life,
As a
bro.
nigga
Got
who
to.
has, you know what I'm saying, hopped on a couple of planes himself for time or two, solo dolo, like, and knowing you for the way that I've known you, being more quiet and reserved and not really fucking with the extra shit like that, to see you take that step into traveling, because we went to Miami together like a couple of years ago, and it was dope, but it was a different environment. But now that you're going solo, you're gonna experience this shit in a completely different way. Like,
And
that
I'm
shit
going
is completely different.
And I'm going to some Miami Heat games. We played
Some who game?
Miami Heat games.
Sound like you said mommy heat game.
Nah, I thought he said that too. I wasn't gonna say. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I tell you, I do it all the time. I catch you.
They
Go
played Friday night and Saturday night, and I'm in the building twice.
I actually wanted to comment on that too. Now, you doing that right? I'm going to a Lakers game. Anybody who knows me, I've been a Lakers fan my entire life. 20 years.
you got to say that now.
You a Lakers fan? You a LeBron
You got to
fan?
say that now.
Exactly.
You a Lakers fan? You a Bron fan?
Let me rephrase. Let me state it again. I've been a Lakers fan my entire life. And,
Okay.
In my years of being a Lakers fan, I've never been able to go to Staples Center and see Kobe play. The one time I was going to go, my daughter unfortunately passed away and everything got rearranged. So now, with LeBron being there, me and my homie Kisha, shout out to me Kisha, we've been tight since the 9th grade. We got plans to go to L.A. to see LeBron and the Lakers and Staples Center play against OKC.
Well,
That's lit.
January 2nd. It's going to be on New Year's, so it's a New Year's trip. So it's 2 birds with 1 stone.
Get those.
That's going to be fire.
Get those
LA for the
$500
New Year.
nosebleed tickets ready.
Hey, yo, I don't give a fuck.
Niggas gonna pay a
Yeah.
great.
All I know is I'm going to be in Staples Center watching LeBron King James start his fucking legacy, his LA legacy.
I'm gonna let
ready
you go because my team Miami and we kind of trash. So
Kinda.
I know I'm gonna get $100. Listen, for $100 I'm gonna be on the floor
Kinda
though. For $100 I'm gonna be on the floor. So
Oh shit! Facts.
It
Yeah.
might be.
When your
Shit,
team
ain't-
is trash.
ain't nobody going to go fucking see Miami play.
in the building.
Who they got, man? It's
Trash.
They
That's
still
what they
got Hassan Whiteside and all that.
Ain't no money in the
See,
Hassan Whiteside.
I don't even know.
And I think Wade will come back for 1 year, so that'd be dope to see Wade. I got to see Wade play in Philly last year when he went to the playoffs.
If I had
bad,
to yawn
man.
right now, it would be the biggest yawn of all fucking
All right, go
time.
ahead, man. Go ahead.
He got the old man face now, bro.
Yeah.
His face look old. Like
He off the bench, man.
It's a wrap, man. Yeah. But
That was
whatever.
your week, man.
damn, D-Wade coming out.
My week was cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to my homie Snook. Last Saturday, I was at his crib up in North Jersey, and he had the who the fuck was that? He had the I'm drunk as shit. I can't remember the niggas' names. Garcia and the Porter fight. He had the Danny Garcia and the Porter fight on a projector on his backyard. So me and the homies, we just linked up. He had the grill going, had the projector on the screen, had the music flowing. Was just, you know what I'm saying, a way for us as homies. I feel like us as friends, as male friends, with life, we don't get to actually enjoy just being a guy. Like, just hanging and shooting the shit with the homies.
Right.
So that's what that night was. And I appreciate nights like that because it's either you got on your work face or you got on your dad face or shit like that. And you can't really just shoot the shit with the boys. So that's what that night was, man. So shout out to all the homies that came through. Shout out to Nash. Shout out to Early. Shout out to Sug. Shout out to Derek. Shout out to all the homies that was in the building Saturday watching the fight on the projector, man. I had a great time. So that was my week, man.
All right. So let's get into the episode. I want to give a shout out to Ray, Jamal Jones. He always got the dope topics for the group. And this topic kind of reminds me of the movie Fences. So here it goes. Podcast topic. How would you react after finding something out like this? Okay, that's the headline topic. So basically the picture is about a man bringing home his daughter to his wife for the first time. So he's had a baby on the side. And it's basically saying he's brought this daughter home and he wants his wife to take her in as her own. So my question to y'all is, would y'all do that?
All right, so it would it would depend on the circumstances. Like, as far as the other parent, like, is she alive? Is she doing bad? Like, the kid don't have nowhere else to go. You know what I'm saying? If that was the case, then yeah, I would definitely have to bring my child to a better environment. But if it's just on some shit, like, I'm just putting this kid on you, like, I want this kid in my life now, you ain't know it, that's a little crazy. Like,
It is.
if you look at it, it'll if you look at it, it'll be the same either way because it's still like your lady don't know about this kid. But
Right.
as far as circumstances come into play, if it's like this kid don't have nowhere else to go, then yeah, you kind of like forced to do that.
I feel like I agree with you, but even if, excuse me, even if the situation was good, that bridge gonna have to get crossed at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because that's you living that double life. That shit'll make you go crazy.
Right.
So, I would present.
It's gonna be bad either way.
It's gonna be bad either way.
Either way though.
Either way,
it's gonna be bad.
You got it. You taking a big ass L, shorty. You know this is either a sink or swim.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She either gonna stay or she gonna dip.
But you still gonna get.
But
that
you still
verbal
gotta.
action.
Listen. You created that kid, so now you gotta take all that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? Me, I wouldn't put it in a way like off rip. I can't introduce the kid and ask if you want to accept it in the same breath. Like, that's a lot for, like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, just pop off. Yeah, like, hey, this my, hey, I had a baby on you. You gonna take care of it?
Pull up with the kid in the passenger seat.
Come home from work. You want to get out with a girl watch Nickelodeon. Hey, babe, what's up? Yeah, that's my daughter and shit. Yeah, you like her? Like,
You like her?
Hey, listen, I want you to meet somebody.
She pretty cool, right? She pretty cool.
I want you to meet somebody.
yeah, she look just like me and shit. Like, nah, that's a lot, man. So I would, like, I pray to God, like, I'm smart enough to stay out of a scenario like that.
Right.
But if I ever find myself in those shoes, which again I pray to God with a W, God, I pray to God that if I'm in that type of scenario, then I'm able, you know, hey, listen, we need to have a talk. Like, this is what it is. Such and such happened. Yada yada yada. So I think I'm gonna take. I gotta fill it out first. I'm gonna see, based on me telling you, you know what I'm saying, that I got the side kid, based on the conversation how it goes. Then I'm gonna be like, well, this is a situation with her mom. She ain't yada yada yada. I gotta take care of her full time. And
Right.
I don't want to lose you, so I'm bringing it to you to see how we can get around this. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all don't got kids together, that shit gonna crush it.
Woo, if
That
she
shit-
ain't got a kid,
if she ain't got a
and
kid
bring
by
another
you
kid
and
y'all
y'all
been
do that
together for
shit,
like 5 years and shit. Like,
and she probably can't.
it might not
have
even be no
kids.
reason to act. Damn. It might not even
you might
be
as
no
well.
reason.
Matter of fact, I might just dump my girl. Just I might break up. You know what?
Hey.
This shit ain't gonna fly.
I know it's the kid.
I'm out.
It's the
Yeah.
kid of you, baby.
Right, it's the kid of you.
It's the kid of you.
Listen, baby girl, we going on the run.
That's a hot ass seat to be in, man.
Yeah, that's deep.
That's a hot seat. What's good?
That's
Flaw?
a
What you
good
think?
question.
All right. Well, in the movie, I think the mom died, which is why he brought the daughter to his house. I don't think he would have. No. I think he did. He did because I forgot what happened, but he broke it down
That's
to his
crazy. I
wife.
saw
He broke
that.
it down to his wife before she died. But he just was like, "Listen, the lady up the street just makes me more happy. I come home to you, and it's just the same routine. We cook. I mean, you cook. I pay the bills, but that lady up the street makes me happy." It depends. Just like you said, it depends on our situation. If she can't have kids, if we got some, because put it like this: when this happened back then, the women just took care of the home. They didn't have jobs or nothing.
Right.
So when you lay it on them and you ain't got nowhere to go, you don't think you got family or you don't have no money, you're gonna have to accept that.
Right.
In 2018, women ain't accepting that, bro.
Not at all.
Nah,
They got their own.
that ain't happening.
They,
They way too
They
independent.
got their own, man. So I'm going on a run because it's no way she's buying that.
Nah, that shit ain't happening. I don't even know how to present that shit. Yeah, baby. I had a baby on you. So Taco Tuesday?
Taco.
Taco Tuesday?
So-
all of us is a family?
What night should be family night? Be like, hey,
All of us?
You say we're gonna go down to Chuck E. Cheese, right? Get some pizza and
man.
everything.
which night is family night? Pick a day.
So, well, let's flip it though, right? From the woman's perspective, what if the kid ain't yours?
That's the next question. What if the kid isn't yours? And I'm going to go to the situational as well, right? I've had different phases in my life, right? I've had kids at 18 and 20, and I wanted to be the best father possible. I've had a son at the age of 31, one of them years, and he was life-changing. If you have a child and it's life-changing, well, if it's not yours, but it's life-changing, it's going to be hard to let that go.
Right.
Because that kid did something to you, did something for you. And to find out that that kid's not mine, it's hard to just be like,
Go on, Pastor.
nah, get this kid out my face. I'm not taking care of it.
Oh yeah.
It's deeper than that to me. So it all depends on where you at in life. Now, if let's say, and this is another topic that I want to get to when it comes to you being a big celebrity. If you're somebody who's
Hold on. Before you interject with the third question, let's.
No, I didn't go there.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm staying on topic. If I'm somebody who's doing something with myself and the kid ain't mine, I had to think about it. Because I ain't going to be there anyway, bro. So.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a no for
How
me.
can you
dog.
just say that, though?
Wait, no. As far as what, not being in the kid life.
It depends. Now, if Shorty had a baby on me, or if the kid ain't mine, at which point did I find out that the kid ain't mine? Is it still an infant? Is it a
Right.
toddler? Is he a teenager?
Is she pregnant?
Yeah,
I mean, if
is
he
she
ain't-
pregnant now,
If he or
So-
she ain't sleeping at night, I might have to reconsider because I need my sleep.
So my thing is, if I find out like early in the kid's life, it might be a little easier to detach as opposed to me
Facts.
finding out with the kid being 16, 17. I done spent my whole life with the kid. Now I found out that it's not mine.
If
And
that's
it's
the
like-
case, though, that's your kid.
right?
That's your kid,
exactly.
like-
But at the same time, like that bloodline is serious. Like that's
True.
what I look at. Like it's like my bloodline. It's like a succession of who I am
Exactly.
and me on this earth. So
I feel
if
that.
this kid isn't my blood, then
Right.
after I'm
You're
gone,
not continuing the family
he's not.
name.
Yeah,
You're
you know
not
what I'm saying?
thinking-
Or the
I'm sorry.
genetics or anything, yeah.
But it don't take that long. My son is 4. He
don't take that long for
He
what?
was life changing immediately.
It don't take that long for what?
If I found out when he's 16, it's like, bro, you gonna feel him when he get here, or he or she gets here, and it's gonna be like, if she tells you 6 months later, I don't think, or a whole year later,
It's going to be the same impact.
it's gonna be
you
the
saying.
same thing.
No, well,
I think it'd be worse if
I
it's
think
like
it's-
15 years in and you just
Absolutely,
and you
absolutely.
just invested in that kid and you telling everybody, your family, Because you got to think about that, too. Now you got to break. Well, you don't have to, but.
Nah, because you probably heard whispers the whole time. Your grandma probably said, that baby don't look like you, Grandma. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That baby don't
I done
really
took
look...
care of a couple grandkids. He ain't coming
He ain't one of us.
Like, family, it's one of the two family members that spot that shit out. Like,
Facts.
Hey, I don't... Listen, you might want to take a little closer look into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, if it's early in the baby's life, I'm the fuck out of there. And like, if you tell me that the baby ain't mine, I'm like at the baby like 6-7 months, I'm gonna have to slowly detach myself.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, bro.
It's gonna be hard as fuck. It's gonna be hard as fuck, man. But I went into this. Had you would have told me when you was pregnant, but I'd have been out then.
Right.
Like,
that's why she ain't tell you.
That's why she ain't tell you.
She ain't know. She didn't want to go through that shit alone.
Listen.
She didn't want to go through that pregnancy alone.
I get that, baby. But now that the truth is out, bullshit.
Now that the lion's out the cage, man.
Now that bullshit. That door doesn't come out. Bullshit. Doesn't go back in the box. She only comes out.
Nah, yeah, I would. That's heavy, if it depends on it's a timeline. Anything after like a year, I think I'll probably just be invested.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you there like that in the child's life, like it'd be a hard pill to swallow and shit like that. But and then what you also gotta ask is, who is this other nigga you had a baby by?
Exactly.
Like what's going on with that?
It depends on who he is.
Yeah.
Right.
Like not even who he is. Like when did this happen? Like what's the circumstances?
For me,
for you to get pregnant and still be with me,
and you got pregnant,
and then I'm sitting here thinking that it's mine. That means I don't even know you've been fucking around.
I don't even know who you are.
Right.
You know what?
So now that come into play like if that's your real name.
But then you know what? You just made a point because now you feel like I don't know you. Our relationship gonna be strained.
Everything
and
a lie.
Guess what comes
Everything
into play?
a lie.
Child support. Well, wait a minute. This kid ain't mine.
Everything's a lie now.
Like when you bring the government involved,
I'm gonna need a refund on that child support too. Every goddamn.
It's not going to happen though because the government, like if you're the one taking care of it, it's all on you.
Fuck
ain't that a new law?
Well, they changed it.
I think
No, I'm saying
is that a federal or state law?
I thought that wasn't. I thought it wasn't.
I think that's
legal
state
at first.
law.
Like
I think it varies. I think it's state laws, not federal.
Well, don't
So
quote
if it's
me
a
on
state
that.
law, it varies from state to state.
yeah, I think you
gotta
might.
do our
I think that's like some
you might be able to
California
get
shit.
that refund. We need that refund.
We going to court, bitch.
So you can do a DNA test.
Because that means you was being a good dad to the kid that ain't even yours. Like I need that
But
back.
I think they can fight it and say, well, the kid is living.
But,
a good life.
like, if you-
it's about the kid, not us though.
But that ain't my kid, bro. That's my money, but that ain't my kid.
Right, like-
I need that back.
That's heavy, yo. That's heavy.
Oh yeah,
Whew.
All right.
America.
Keep me away.
Right.
Keep me away, Jesus.
All the
God.
demons floating around this world.
It's heavy, yo.
Hold on,
That
y'all.
shit really would shake me up. Like,
Nah, that's some life changing shit right there, bro. That'll really.
I probably slip into a depression. I probably start
that'll
popping Xanax and shit.
that'll definitely play a
probably-
toll
you know
on
what,
your
man?
trust.
Fuck it, man. It's
your
over.
trust is fucked up for life.
Yo, and we deal with that as men. Once
We still hurt by the girl who fucked us up
about
when
it.
we was 13.
I was just
like,
about to say that.
hey,
Talk
bro.
about it.
Fuck you,
And
Tanya.
hey Tanya, back in 6th grade, I'm gonna kick your ass, bitch, if I ever see you on the
Yo,
street.
we will go a whole lifetime. A man will go a whole lifetime before he get over
holding on to that, bro.
from way back.
And the crazy part about it, you don't even realize until your girl break that down to you, like,
you always get mad.
right, like you tripping over some shit I ain't even doing, and you sit back like, damn, you right, like,
Right.
That's foul.
I'm basing this off that, like, I recently went through a situation like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just holding on to old shit.
Yeah.
And it's rolling over into
Into-
wasn't the total reason of the breakup but that shit just happened. Like it's just
It's still there.
I don't want to say it's natural, but it is like for
But
men because
shit like that, we all come from an era where when you got your heart broke at 13, 14, you can't talk about that shit to your boys.
hell no, because they gonna play the shit out of
You get laughed
you.
at.
You cannot be
a bitch over that
you
bitch.
can, especially
You know what I'm
as a black man, like you can never be emotional.
Talk
You
that
can never
black man shit.
You can't be sensitive. You can't be emotional. You feel me?
Right.
You can't be human sometimes, nigga.
But
like
now,
shit.
like even with that though, and a lot of niggas don't talk about that shit like that because growing up in the time period we grew up in, we already knew what it's hitting for. Niggas wasn't going to listen to you. But as an adult, it's still your responsibility to check that shit. Like, all right, I had these issues as a kid. I can't keep letting some shit that happened to me at 14 affect me at 35.
You got to put them two together, though. A lot of us don't know that we are dealing with the past trauma.
That's what I was just trying to get to. Like it'll take a certain female or a certain situation
to bring it out,
make you realize,
certain
like,
brotherhood,
damn, I'm holding on.
A certain meeting, a certain get together, a certain TV show. I started figuring myself out through TV. Like, yo, I'm doing that.
Yo, Family Matters is real, yo. Like, I watch old episodes of Family Matters. I'm like, damn, yo, that shit happened to me, bro. Remember that episode Eddie got jumped by the gang? I felt for that nigga, man. I felt for that nigga, man. I said, damn, son.
Not Eddie.
That shit is real.
Not Eddie.
But anyway, so yeah, that shit
Eddie.
heavy, man. That shit heavy. Shout out to all my brothers out there that's been faced with a situation like that.
Man, I got a family member. I ain't gonna put no names out there, but he held it down. He wasn't scared to talk about it or express it, nothing like that. So,
right.
So, I mean, it's about your character and shit, man. What type of person are you?
So, next question, fellas, and this goes into kind of what we was talking about. So it's a dope segue. If you were a major artist, busy, traveling the world, performing,
that's me, baby. Question. That's me.
Yeah. Right, nice. Would you fight for custody of your child? I got this topic based off the Nas, Khalees, Joe Budden situation.
Wait, what? They had a
Joe?
threesome?
No. But listen.
What is all these names being thrown at me?
But I put it all together listening to them. Well, reading Nas's Instagram messages and watching Khalees's interview, right? Nas wants to see his son. Allegedly, Khalees would not let him see the son.
My son.
Joe Budden.
One of my favorite movies.
Joe Budden was like, he couldn't see his son at a young age, but he's happy kind of that he couldn't because he was able to travel and make money, be a brand. Mm-hmm. You know, Joe Budden and his son, even though Joe Budden's son made a diss record about him, they're actually cool. They hang out.
Oh, shit.
So with the Nas situation, I'm thinking, okay, you're always overseas and traveling, making, like, are you fighting for custody to pick your son up so the nanny can watch him?
Right.
So my question for y'all is, if y'all are busy traveling the world doing y'all thing, are y'all fighting for custody of your child? Or are you just going to be like, you know what, when my son or daughter get of age, we're going to have a talk?
I was about to say that, like, it depends on the age.
Okay.
It depends on the age of the kid, because if you travel in the world and everything like that, I mean, that could be good for the kid, but at the same time, it could be, you know, detrimental to their mind state or whatever. Like, you don't have no real friends, you don't have no real home. Like,
that do take
you
a toll
always,
on kids.
you always moving around. So it'll depend on it. Well, it can't really. I mean, I guess if they under 18 or whatever, what?
Yeah. Well,
as far as custody goes,
the example that we got is Nas' son is 8 or 10, one of them numbers I've heard.
Yeah, that's too young, man.
So let him stay with mom.
Let him stay with mom. You still doing your music thing, like you still traveling the world. Like, it ain't gonna be like you at the crib every day, y'all chilling, y'all really having daddy kid time. On, I don't know what he got, son, daughter.
He got both. Actually, he got an older daughter and he got a young son.
Yeah, but it don't even matter. Like, you ain't even at the house every day. Like, you
right. I feel like
one day.
I feel like if it was me, like, now granted, let's say that she's a good mom, like, there's nothing wrong with her, like, she handles her business, and the only thing I would ask for is, like, I would like, despite my schedule, I would still have openings in my schedule. Like, let's say a couple of days out of the month, I'm still able to get my kid despite my schedule. Like, that's, if my life is on that level where I'm moving around, I would have to incorporate my kid into my schedule so that when I don't have, you know what I'm saying, shit going on, then I just want to be able to go, yo, I'm in town. I'll be in town Friday night. Okay. Yada, yada, yada. Let's go from there.
So let me hit you with this, and I'm only basing it off their situation so I can use an example. Nas came through. He wanted to see his son, but Khalees says, my family's in town. So, no. So let's say you just pop up. I'm in town. Let's see my kid. Well, mom's in town, too. So we with the grandparents. It's situations like that.
All right, well, you got to talk through that. All right, well, is the grandparents going to be in town all weekend, all night? And then I like to handle shit a little bit in advance, so I would try to give advance notice as possible. If I know I'm going to be in town this weekend, I'm going to hit you up Sunday, Monday, and like, yo, this time, yada, yada, I'm going to be in town from this date to that date. How can we, you know what I'm saying, make this work? I can see my kid.
Or why we can't just co-parent with the grandparents?
That too.
What's the issue with that?
It sounds great, but you know how we do.
Yo, bro, first of all, grandparents sometimes are more difficult.
They the most
than
messy.
a baby mom. My nigga.
Well, think about it.
Like,
They're looking out for their daughter or son. So they
are
don't.
they?
Right.
Or are they only looking out for their own self-interest
They
and wanting to be
think
with
they're,
the kid?
well, let's just say they think they're looking out. Okay, so let's say we're men, which not let's say, but we are men. And, you know, so we're dealing with women here. The mother is looking after her daughter in their eyes. So
Looking after her how? By keeping me from my sons? The fuck?
whatever works, that's whatever they think is the plan.
Nah,
He ain't no good. He gonna have him around them strippers. He gonna be drinking Henny.
Hold on, pause though, because I want to go back to a comment Top just made. I don't feel like I should have to co-parent with the grandparents because I didn't lay down and have a kid with you.
Now, I don't mean co-parent with. I'm just saying because he was saying like, let's say the scenario is, or is that a true fact? She really said Nas can't see his kid because she would.
That's what Nas said.
what Nas
That's what I'm
said.
saying. Like, so why that stopping me from seeing my kid?
Right, why you can't
why
hit
we
up
all
grandma, like-
just for the day? Like, you know what I'm saying? Not co-parent with the like every time I do something with my kid, I got to check in with grandma.
Right,
And I'm just
right.
saying for
I
this
feel what
for
you're
the
saying.
day, why we all just can't
Right, so
be here for this kid? Like,
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good
it
point.
might sound.
Nah, I think I don't know, man. Because I'm gonna take my own situation for example. Like, I love the fact that my son's mother and his grandmother love him to death. They take care of him. They provide for him. You know what I'm saying? And that gives me comfort. And when I'm not around, I know my son is good. But at the same time, when I have my son, I want my son. I don't like sharing my time with my son. Because I don't get to see him every day like I used to.
Right.
So when I do get him, I don't want no phone calls. I don't want you hitting me up like, yo, how's he doing? Yo, he was with you for how many days?
He with daddy now.
He with Pops. We good. Let us enjoy our time. When we get finished, I'll drop him off. Then you can continue to enjoy him the way that you were. Now, if it's a situation where you might have had plans for him or something came up that you want to do with him during that day, oh, hit me, yo, such and such going on. I think it would be cool if we take Jace. Like, do you mind if we take him? Cool. If I don't have anything planned for him that day, cool, no problem. You just sitting in the crib watching Shrek. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? You can take him. But I'm big on communication. So as long as it's presented to me in a way which you're respecting my time with my son, I will be open to allowing you to see him on the days when I'm scheduled to see him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like I said, I don't like sharing my son. Don't call me. We in the bed watching Shrek. We chilling. This is us.
Right.
Now, when y'all have him, I don't bother y'all because that's y'all time. I respect y'all time. But if it's something, it's the same thing with me. If it's something that I want to do with my son that's scheduled on the day that my son's mother is supposed to have him, I hit her up like, as much in advance as I can, like, yo, I want to take Jace to such and such this weekend. Do you have any plans for him? If not, let me make that move and go from there. But it's not that easy all the time. It's not that easy, man. People don't communicate the same. Well, either they don't communicate the same or they don't know how to.
Right.
So, are you saying that you would fight for custody, or would you fight for just special privileges? Like, when I'm in town, I want to be able to see my child.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, I want them every other weekend, knowing you're gonna be in London.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And also, man, if I'm an entertainer, that means for child support, I'm throwing up the bag. And if I'm throwing up the bag and it's consistent, you ain't got to ask for it.
I
you
need
get
to
your
see
payment
my
on
kid
time.
when I want to.
I need to see you need to be open enough to make the arrangements for me to see my kid. I'm taking care of my responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? So let me get that.
And I'm only using him as an example because he spoke so much truth. Everybody's seen the Nicki Minaj Nas situation, and he said he
trash. Hit the bullshit.
Wait.
Hit the bullshit logo on that one. That fucking relationship.
Bullshit.
He said he had to fake a relationship. I'm thinking Nicki Minaj. He said he had to fake a relationship. So when you're dealing with women, some mothers, they want to know who you around, who's my child gonna be around, because you a rapper, so you sponsor Henny, you smoke weed. You always got people around you. Now it's not just so much. I'm coming to get my kid. I'm coming to get my kid. Who you gonna be around? What women you gonna have around my kid? That's what some of them do. So I
feel like that's deflection.
Of course, it's from something bigger. It's like demons that you haven't solved yet. I get that, but it's going to be basically about the relationship you have with your child's mother.
Yeah, I mean, Zay, man, take this nigga phone so he can Snapchat his shit. You tried to do it on the sneak.
Yeah, I did. Goddamn. Now we got to fuck up the interview and shit. Because you ain't paying attention,
man.
nigga. Shit.
You over there listening to
Management,
Bieber
nigga.
and shit.
Bro, I wanted to chime in and everything.
Management.
Management.
Management, nigga. See the shit I got to deal with.
Management. That might be the name of the episode.
Management. Shit. That boy over
That's
there in La
funny
La
as
Land.
Yeah, man. With any situation that I'm in, especially for the kid, I truly believe you're supposed to be adult enough to put whatever feelings you got to the side and really think about the kid. Regardless that, okay, so it's known I smoke weed. Okay, you knew that about me when you was fucking pregnant. They ain't stopped you from being around me then, shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You knew I was,
Right.
you knew I drank, you knew what my lifestyle was.
Right.
But when you have a kid, like, it's up to that man or that woman to carve out a lane in their life for the kid. So whatever I got going on outside of the kid doesn't interfere with the kid. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I smoke weed. Yeah, I drink Henny. Yeah, I be with a whole bunch of stripping ass bitches.
Not when
but
I'm with
when
my
I get my
kid, though.
kid, I'm in dad mode. That's not dad mode shit.
We get that, but you know they got to make sure before they just do. To me, it would just frustrate me for you to ask me. Like, don't, even though I'm not around them right now, don't ask me.
It's
that.
not even a way they can make sure, though. They just want confirmation.
They just want to check you.
Yeah, they
And I
just
don't
want
like
to
that.
feel like
But
they got something.
But
you know what I
dad's
mean?
got that. I feel like as a dad, I have that as well. Like, yo, I need to know certain shit in
what
regards
they
to my
gonna tell
son's
you?
well-being.
And what they
Now-
gonna tell
But
you?
look.
they gonna-
I don't. My bad.
Nah,
Not
you
to
good,
cut
go
you
ahead.
off. I don't have no kids, but like all my homies got kids, so I see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's not a two-way street when it
It's not
comes
a
to shit
two-way
like
street,
that. Like females could be all day. Where you at with my kid? What you doing? Who y'all with? They could do that, and they feel like the man gotta respond to that.
You better respond. That's
If a dude like, yo, where you at? Well, don't worry about it. And
click.
I see this shit hands on. Like,
and we don't got
So
the
it's
energy
fucked
to
up.
call
It's-
back.
it's
We're
not
not
a-
calling back.
niggas be like,
We're not sending a 1,000-word text message.
not let you send in that bag on child support. I
Yeah,
bet
right.
you call
Yeah.
it back.
Now,
you call it back.
that's 100% facts, right? I definitely agree with that. But for me, like me actually, like with everything that I've been through with my kids, like losing my daughter and then my son coming being that miracle baby afterwards, like I feel like me and my BM have a certain respect level. Like shit still gets out of whack sometimes, and when you gotta refine that tone, and it's like you have to have that
Bullshit.
conversation.
My bad.
Nigga, what the fuck you mean
I hit it by
bullshit?
mistake. I hit it by mistake.
Like
That was real shit. No bullshit.
so real.
My bad. No. I hit it by mistake.
But I need, like, I'm the type of person is if it's an issue, it don't matter who it is. It be you, it be you, it be you. If it's an issue, before shit can get good again, I need that transitional conversation. It ain't about to be an issue, and then the next time I see you, oh shit, what's good? Like,
Right.
We need to address what the scenario was before we can go into that good space again. And depending on that conversation would determine how I'm gonna move afterwards. If I express my concerns to you and you back them shits off like it ain't no big deal, now it's a problem. Now I
Right.
feel like I can't talk to you about nothing else. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's gonna dictate how I move and how involved I'm gonna make you and how I move with our kid. I'm giving, like I said, I'm a two-way street nigga. However you treat the situation is how I'm going to treat the situation. You ain't going to be calling me off the hook asking me
Yeah.
where the fuck the kid at. And then
And
when
I
I turn
can't-
around and when I do the same shit, you going to brush me off. Bitch, you got this shit fucked up.
Right.
You got that kind of energy? I ain't got that kind
I
of
got that nigga, let's do it.
energy. I ain't got it.
Petty
Last
Wop.
I ain't got
time
the
time
energy.
you disrespected my hood, cuz I ain't had
I got
for that
time
shit,
today.
but I got time today,
I got
cuz.
time today.
You feel me? And it's not about me. It's not about me trying to get under her skin or be petty towards her. I need this information in regards to my son's well-being. That's what it is. Don't get the shit fucked up. Don't get out of whack. No, I'm not still keeping tabs on you for the relationship. No, I'm not still trying to make sure you still doing the same shit you was doing when we together. Bitch, I'm calling about my kid. Is
Right.
my kid good? This is the situation surrounding my son. How is it affecting my son? I need to know that type of shit so I can know that my son is safe when I'm not around. That's it.
All right.
So otherwise, bitch, I'll backhand you. Pop the fucking trunk of your ass. Pop the trunk of my
Damn, turn
baby
into
mama.
Ray Caruth real quick. Huh?
What? My son around who? Pop the trunk on that bitch. Pop the trunk. God damn.
So, we all watch Power. Mm-hmm. It was just the season finale of season 5.
Season 4.
Season 5.
It was
No,
season 5?
Season 5.
Season 5. What was
Season
it?
5.
Season 5.
Angela.
Man.
Angie.
What the fuck you doing?
Angie.
What the fuck, Tommy?
Every time Ghost walk into a room, it's Angie. Angela.
Yo, I think this nigga is one of the worst drug dealers ever. I really do, yo. This nigga don't know nothing, bro. This nigga don't never know nothing, man. How the fuck you always ask?
Yeah, he do ask bad questions.
You supposed to be the boss. You don't know nothing, man.
Nah, he lost all that in like season 3.
That's why I can't
he
be
lost
in that life.
He lost his
I be
he
too
lost his
paranoid.
power.
I can't
like,
trust nobody, man.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do it. I'd have shot every fucking
Once
body.
Kanan came back, he lost all his power.
He really did.
Yo, so what do we think of season 5? I seen a lot of people saying they didn't really like it.
I don't.
But what do we think of season 5?
I don't think it was as entertaining as the
previous
past 4
season?
seasons. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the last 2 episodes maybe, like they was cramming a lot of shit in. Like it was a lot of people getting killed and it was a lot of, you know what I mean, drama going on. I still think it's a dope ass show though.
Definitely.
It's the #1 show, but
Facts. Make sure you don't cancel
it most
stars.
certainly ain't been as entertaining as the past 4 seasons though.
Okay, I got you.
And I think I think it's like that for a reason though. I think this is like the sleeper season. Season 6 probably gonna be.
I feel that all shows that have more than a few seasons have that one season.
Exactly.
It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they want to rebuild the energy and shit.
Right. So then also TV shows also they go in different directions. Like the only way you can be successful, I feel like when you got a brand as big as a show like Power, is to try to go into a different direction to grow the audience. I remember The Wire did that shit with season 2, and that shit wasn't really hitting. So they went back to how it was, with
my
season
shit,
1.
bro.
You know what I'm saying? The Wire
That was the
fire.
first. That was the first show I ever tuned into
That
weekly.
shit was
Like
so fire. Yo. I got
real.
on it late and I binge watched it when I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like, that shit was crazy.
When you walk through the...
They had a different song every
gotta
season.
keep the devil in the hole. Keep him in the hole.
That was a good shit.
They changed up the pitch every season.
Yeah. It was the same song,
same
different
Yo, you
different
can't
melody.
do that shit no more. With popular TV shows, if you change the intro music, the theme,
It's a
I
wrap.
don't watch that shit no more.
I wish Power would
Wait, I was
come on.
about to say Back to Power though. That's the greatest introduction
Facts.
song ever,
I don't
nigga.
know, son.
Nah,
I don't know,
Fifth-
Name one
better.
Nah,
Name one
Fifth-
better.
Fifth did his
I fucks
thing.
with Game of Thrones intro.
Oh, see, I don't watch
my
that.
shit.
I don't watch that. I don't watch
That's
that.
my shit. And
I
ain't
keep
no
hearing I
music.
should watch it, though.
It ain't no lyrics or nothing. It's straight orchestra. That shit is fire.
Oh,
That
man.
thing gets skipped
nah.
every time.
Once you
Why-
hear
I
that,
watch it
they
every
say
time.
this is a big
That shit is fire.
If y'all ever change that thing, the shit's so
Bitch, where the popcorn at? Bitch, pass the Hennessy,
Bitch, light the popcorn.
Light the blunt, nigga. Light the blunt, nigga.
Yo, if I hear that intro, I'm not around. Pause.
Right.
The show ain't even start. Hit the pause button, man. My
Right.
store going.
Matter
Yeah.
of fact, I'm gonna tell you how. Matter of fact, this is about to kill that shit. Right. Game of Thrones orchestra is on tour for the Game of Thrones soundtrack.
Stop.
That's fire.
Stop it.
I'm actually going. They're gonna be on Wells Fargo. Next month. I'm going.
I'm actually
That shit gonna be fire. I would love to see. I've never been into orchestra, right?
Right.
Before watching this show,
So it's a whole concert.
it's a whole concert based on the soundtrack of the show, and it's
Damn.
all like orchestra instrumentation.
Oh, that's
Like,
dope.
that shit is fire. I'm in the
Dope.
building.
Well,
It's
have
gonna be
fun.
one of your solo missions.
Matter of fact, I'm going with my mom's. My
Okay.
mom's like Game of Thrones too. I'm going with her.
I like Game
Okay.
of Thrones, but not that much. But back to Power. First off, I want to say this is the second season in a row that the last two the season finale was spoiled. Some guy, I'm not going to say his name. I don't know why he did it. He just made a post and said, "Hey, yo, Tommy kills Angela." No, it was a dude.
It was probably a bunch of motherfuckers
Bro.
doing that
It was
shit.
a dude. He just made a post and he said, "You're welcome." So I'm looking at the post.
No, we not
Welcome for
welcome,
what?
nigga.
I'm looking at the post.
We not welcome at all.
I'm looking at the post.
Nobody say thank you.
I'm pretty sure he's trolling. This did not happen. And I watched the show, and the whole show, the final episode was ruined for me because I was just waiting for that moment.
Waiting
I
for
said,
that.
"Oh, he about to kill her right now."
But see, the thing about that is with me, somebody like a movie could come out, right? And it's something I want to see. And somebody would tell me like a major part, like,
yeah,
but if the movie good enough for the show, I'll straight forget that shit
Okay.
until it happened. Then I'll be like, damn, oh,
Motherfucker
that
told me.
So for that, when they sent that spoiler, because I straight seen it, like I clicked on it, and as soon as you click on it, like it just happened. So it's like you can't even be like, they about to split.
They about to,
they about to, it was like, damn, I saw it's too late. But when I was watching the episode, I straight forgot about it until it happened.
I was waiting for it. And that was like last year when Rena got killed. I seen it. I was just waiting on it. Like, that would have been big had I not seen it. But when she got shot, I said, well, I already knew. Right. And then it goes off that way. So you just ruined, because I stay up at midnight to watch.
Right.
So 1 in the morning, I'm like, well, I already knew it. So for other people who like, oh my God, Rena, I'm sitting there like, all right.
Yeah.
Right. Next week. But I think it was fire. It's a story. First off, people forget that episode 1 started off as like an actual finale. The way it came on. I mean, what they did. Dre walked up on Ghost at the gravesite at Raina gravesite with the car.
Oh, of this season you talk. I thought you meant.
Well, the first episode actually looked like the finale, the way they was going in.
Yeah, it was. You knew it was about to get crazy though.
But they did kind of turn down as the season went on.
Did y'all notice though? As Tommy called him, Tariq. He wasn't even in the last episode at all. So my thought process was. He really about to turn up in season 6.
That's what I was thinking too.
So.
Everybody was looking for him.
I think the season might start off with him.
Bro. He really about to turn up in season 6.
Yeah. Now,
teach me the fucking game, Ghost.
It's so many episodes he should have had the shit slapped out of him. Like you raised in a black. Times. First of all, you raised in a black household. Then you raised your dad a gangster nigga. Like he allow you to talk to him like this. Like
teach me the
fuck out here, Ghost. Like he calling him ghost. Call him ghost and shit. He got you looking silly.
Real shit.
Got you falling across the floor and shit.
Out of my son at that train station.
Nah, well, think about it though, right?
Now listen, no. You think about it, goddamn it. No. How many chances this nigga got?
Listen to me. Listen to me. All right. Listen.
You had ample opportunity to taste out this little.
Your kids be certain age and that look work. Tyreek like 17, 18.
He passed that. He done killed that.
Right.
So he done killed the nigga.
Don't work no more.
No, that's why you gotta slap him.
He done killed the nigga. He ain't worried about no look.
He tried when he was drunk, but you really he was drunk. You just want to scare your kids. You don't really want to 1-2 jab them, man.
You don't want to, but sometimes listen, I got 1-2 jab. What the fuck? Like
absolutely.
You feel me? I got 1-2 gut.
We all know
Ghost.
Ghost just want to look at you.
Listen to me. Hold on. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. You can murder mad niggas, but you can't beat your fucking son. Like
it's
at least punch him in his chest.
That's not possible.
Punch him in his chest, man.
You gotta how you this?
If you could kill a nigga off of what they was in a little intervention joint where they found out if you could kill a nigga off something that don't even apply to you, you can't smack your kid. He talking hella shit to you.
Tommy killed his pops.
Hey, there you go.
Well, Tommy's the killer.
But Tommy
would have put the hand on his
killer.
But Tommy ain't got no kid talking shit to him.
Right.
But Ghost.
So hold on. So
he can't allow that shit.
My recap for this season is the episode where 50 died was the dopest season. I mean, dopest episode. Because that shit was left field in the motherfucker. Like,
Didn't see that
nobody saw 50 die in that episode like that. And the fact that he was being built up the entire season. He was really making moves to be that plug.
Yeah,
and then right when he was on, like literally right before he got pulled over by the police, he told Tariq, "I'm about to be the biggest distributor in New York City." Whoop whoop. That shit ended.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as he said that shit said whoop whoop.
He was moving way too shady though. Somebody was gonna
right,
him.
And that's the thing. Like certain niggas and even Angela. Like you, Angie. You can't with Angie and Teresi and Mike Sandoval and Jukebox and Ray. You can't play both sides of the law.
Mm-hmm.
You going to get clipped on. It's like that shit just don't add up. There's no way you can move that fucking clean to escape both sides of this shit. Like that shit just don't.
But
make
everybody
sense.
playing both sids though.
Nah, but
every character,
with her being a cop and her being involved with the shit that Ghost and them got going on, she's directly implemented with the law and with the streets. Same with Mike Sandoval. He was a fucking a federal prosecutor working for Lobos. Like that shit don't work, man. That door is gonna close at some point.
Sax is a piece of shit, man.
He was also that nigga boy toy, man.
I hate Sax, man.
Lobos
that shit, that shit fucked my head up, man.
Sax,
I hate Sax, man.
Sax is an asshole,
funny as hell.
He's been the same asshole, so I like him for that. He hasn't changed.
This shit would have been over.
Listen, he like, fuck Angela, I'm gonna get this bitch. Like, I know this bitch dirty, like, but he's been the same way the whole show, so I fucks with him for that.
He probably gonna die too, man.
So
he died in season 6.
Here's my question.
He should die, bitch.
Tommy and Kisha's together. Does he kill Kisha? How long before he kills Keisha?
This
If-
gonna happen.
Why though?
This gonna happen.
Tommy kills everybody. He's
Tasha gonna
loves.
kill Keisha, bro. Tasha gonna kill
Hey,
Keisha.
Holly, his dad,
Ooh.
like Tommy kills everybody.
Tasha
gonna kill
gonna kill Keisha.
Or maybe Keisha gonna kill Tasha.
Ooh, that'd be crazy. Nah, Keisha ain't built like that. She asked Tommy,
Nah,
you
'cause
don't
Mem-
kill nobody, right? Like, fuck out of here, bitch. What the
But
fuck
you
you
know
mean, asking
she
this
she
dumbass
got a lot of
question?
shit over her head now. Like Tasha putting the pressure on her.
But I think that's a far cry to put her from playing innocent than then putting a gun in her hand and killing her best friend. For her first kill, but then
Right.
again, like Kanan said, some niggas you're gonna consider you a real killer until you kill somebody you love.
And now
Right.
she with Tommy, so she's gonna learn the game.
But Tasha's smarter than Keisha, man. Tasha's smarter than
Oh
Keisha.
yeah, because she.
I think she see that shit
raised in
coming.
that shit. Like Keisha.
Yeah.
and then Keisha,
And I say Tasha kills Keisha because Tommy killed Holly already, so I don't see him walking down
Killing
that path
another-
again.
a love-
killing somebody, a love of
another-
his life. He
yeah,
killed his
it'd be
father.
too redundant,
Yeah,
yeah.
like come on,
It'll
bro.
make
You
him
gonna murder
consistent.
Everybody you love,
yeah, that's what he does.
It'll make him consistent.
but when it would make it consistent. But at the same time, like I don't think he's that dehumanized to murder two motherfuckers he was
Nigga
in love
shit.
with.
The nigga
Dad.
killed
Nah,
his
he
killed his pop and went curled
Nigga
up in
looked
the
at
bed
eyes
with
and
his
killed
mom.
pops, and then
Went curled up in the bed with his
I
mom.
done killed my fucking pops too.
And think
The nigga
about it.
was
Oh, he
snitching.
had to go. He had to go.
And think
Yeah,
about
you
it.
go.
And think about it. Tommy is unstable when he get that nose candy. We talking about Tommy sober. When Tommy get that nose candy,
And this is another thing
Yeah.
about power.
He
that I
went
want
to kill
address.
Ghost.
This is another thing. I'm not mad at Ghost. A lot of people are mad at Ghost for the way he went about getting Tommy to kill his pops. But their relationship was strained. He been telling Tommy from day one, you
He ain't
can't
trust
trust
him.
this motherfucker.
He ain't
Tommy
trust him.
on some fucking adolescent shit. It's my dad, Ghost.
It's
You
my-
like 38. You a
my
fucking
dad.
psychopath.
Yeah.
This is my dad,
You ain't
Ghost.
see that nigga your whole
Like,
life.
You just met this nigga 2 years ago.
Me and my
You know what I'm
dad.
saying? Like, I want some shit like this. Like, that's your dad. All right, cool. But who you are and the life that you live comes first, right? Your dad was a threat to that. Now, Ghost being in jail with the nigga and being blackmailed by the nigga twice, see the shit, and Tommy's all fucking they're starstruck with childhood emotion. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm telling you, my nigga, you can't trust him. I told you that from day one. Now the truth comes out. I don't believe Tommy would have, had that that notion to go forward with whatever action was required if it would have came from Ghost, because Ghost been telling him and he was defending the pops. So Ghost found an arterial way to get the shit done. All right, cool. Now it's granted that it's fucked up that he had to kill his dad, but either way he had to go. Now, although he was supposed to snitch on you originally when he got out of prison, then he had to change your heart through knowing you,
So he
and wanted
say.
to snitch on Ghost. So me being Ghost, I'm supposed to be cool with you being cool with a motherfucker that's snitching on me.
Yeah.
Like, this motherfucker gotta go, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's your dad. He playing the dirty game here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to be cool with you being cool with somebody that's a threat to my livelihood. Get the fuck out of here.
Ghosts go down, everybody go down.
Everybody go down.
Everybody.
yeah,
go
everybody's
down.
connected.
Nah,
So-
bro.
It's a
And
shame
yeah.
though. 'cause
Angie,
Angie was trying to help
can't help no
everybody.
more.
Can't
She can't help no more.
She not dead.
die like they clean.
That's true. Well, they're not clean because they're not
Super
clean.
clean.
Nah, because Teresi still snitched.
She's the head bitch in charge.
But they was investigating her too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's another thing why I can't be no fucking drug dealer, because I don't trust nobody. I done been shot in every fucking body. Like, Ghost,
Yeah.
Tommy.
All you niggas gotta go.
Oh, you know what, bitch? You was talking to the feds. You ain't telling me. Bang, bang, bang.
Her and Ghost was the.
They the same person.
So,
Angela and Ghost is the
Yeah.
same person.
Facts.
so just to end it off, what did we think of season 5? You thought it was not as good as the rest, but
Yeah, I didn't think it was as good as the rest, but I think it was setting people up for season 6.
okay.
It was a sleeper season.
I agree that it was a sleeper season. And my favorite season of Power so far, I think. Actually, I can't tell the seasons apart. I just see one
Right,
story.
yeah,
I
it's
can't
like
tell
you
them
can't
apart
break
by
it
I was
up.
about to say, like,
I would
what seasons?
say
'Cause I don't know seasons.
at when Kanan came back. I think that was last
Season 2.
season. Nah,
When he came back from when? Which time?
when Ghost tried to burn him and shit. What was that? Season 3 or season?
That was season 4. No, that was season 3. That was season 3 where he came
you're
back
f-
from Ghost.
Yeah,
when he ran up on him, he was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"We got Tariq, motherfucker."
Yeah, when he right.
Right.
Yeah, when he came back, that was
season
one of the
3.
best seasons.
With Jukebox and when Ray Ray got introduced and all
that
that.
last season. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
yep, season
So that
4.
shit was fine. I fucks with Power. I hope I appreciate the writing and the subplots under everything that's going on. I appreciate the subplots. I think Tariq is going to be the next plug. I think Tariq next season might emerge into what Dre was kind of trying to become.
Just about to say, damn, him and Dre might end up going
him
at
and
it.
Dre might connect. So I'm just sitting here like, where's Dre going to end
You
up?
think they're going to connect or they going to end up
gonna connect.
bumping heads?
I think they're going to bump heads.
I think they're going to bump
I
heads,
think they're
too.
going to bump heads.
He already signed.
Yeah, he already signed. And then Tommy...
Yeah.
And Tommy's seen that shit. That's why... And Tommy about to get his network back because he signed the witness protection shit. And now Tommy was relinked with his connect. Now the cartel knows that they still need to flood the streets with the work. But Dre, being who he is, you know what I'm saying? They ain't, Alicia being locked up ain't gonna stop her from running the cartel.
Right,
Like, we all know that
that's
drug
Tommy's.
shit don't stop.
But that's Tommy's cartel. But that's Tommy's now.
That's Tommy's network. It was his from the beginning. He got it back from Dre.
Right. And Dre is going to go with Reek with the Italians.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
All right.
Well, yeah,
man.
that's going because he went to him to plug him in, got him the fake ID.
But how he
and all
gonna
that.
get more work though? That's my thing. Because all the work Reek was getting, he was getting from Kanan.
From the
gone,
Italians.
motherfucker. They got they don't have work though because Tommy
Jason,
was selling
Jason,
them.
Jason.
Tommy was selling it. You think that the server's gonna fuck with Tariq?
He going to be looking for Kanan. And look, I'm Kanan's son. He got the ID.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Quick insert. How y'all felt about Kendrick?
I thought he did amazing.
Right.
I thought he did amazing. Now, when
hell of a
I first
job.
heard he was going to be on
just
it,
for the little time he was
when
on
I
it,
first
like,
heard he was going to be on it, I was like, what the fuck? Like, for what?
Yeah.
But then when I seen him, I was like, oh, shit, my nigga.
yeah. He was weird as fuck over there with that shit.
Hey,
It worked.
Poppy, I like that jacket.
Yeah.
Cow
He said,
leather, right?
You don't have no friends, do you? You don't
Cow leather, right?
you don't have a lot of
Yeah, well,
friends, do
fuck
you?
you then, motherfucker. Oh, man, I be, look. I got these I got these gift cards. They scratched off on the back, but you can still use them. Well, I throw the bike in, too, with it.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing, because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have expected him to be a junkie on this shit.
Right.
So it showed another part of his talent, so I thought that was dope.
All right. So, we about to get into Fresher Fiasco real quick, man. Fresher Fiasco, we throw out a scenario. If you like it, you tell us it's fresh and why. If it's fiasco, which means you don't like it, tell us why. So let's get into it. Fresher Fiasco. Michael B. Jordan. Possibly to play Superman.
Ooh.
Fresher Fiasco.
Go ahead, Top. You got it.
That's fresh, baby.
That's fresh?
That's fresh.
Tell us why.
I'm gonna say it's fresh because you got to break the trend sometime. You gotta,
Okay.
you know what I mean. You gotta start over somewhere sometimes, like, and then especially for it to be a predominantly white role, Superman. You know what I mean? Everything that's going on in the world with, you know what I mean, how blacks getting treated and everything like that. It's dope. It's dope for us as a people. You know what I mean? To even be, is it a fact or is it just being considered?
It's speculation.
It's being considered, but you know that they threw it out there to see what the temperature was.
To see what the world would take it as. I think it's dope. Like, because if you think about it, well, I mean, you know, years go on, so you ain't never going to have the same Superman, but I was about to say, it's always been a different Superman, always been a different Spider-Man, and they just taking it another direction.
Ain't nothing like seeing a black man.
It's fresh.
Super on the
it's
big
fresh.
screen.
I'm going to say fiasco. I agree with all of your reasonings, but there's certain things that Superman has that Michael B. Jordan don't have, like the fucking curl.
The curl,
Where the fuck
that
you
is
going?
that is key for
Where the
Superman.
fuck he gonna get the curl from?
That's key.
He gonna have 360 waves, Superman.
He gonna come through with a
He gonna have an
bandana
S
on?
curl. He gonna have an S curl.
He gonna have that?
Yeah, he gonna have an S curl. Shit.
Look out there looking like Sammy and shit.
Finger waves and
Now,
shit.
it's a fiasco for the fact that the motherfucker was already Johnny Flame from Mr. Fantastic. Killmonger,
Kill-
Black Panther.
He doing
Now
too
this
much.
thing- now this gonna be like normally when niggas play superheroes, you're that one hero,
Right.
You can't be nothing
Your
else.
whole
Like, you know
career.
what I'm saying? Like, now I'm not knocking his diversity, but honestly, I'm one that believes, however the role's been going, keep it that way. Now
Okay.
I don't want
Okay.
fucking Tom Cruise to be Black Panther when fucking Chadwick Boseman can't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay,
when Chadwick Boseman decides, you know what? I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers asking me to throw out the Wakanda sign. I don't want to sign his next contract for Marvel. And then the next role, when they doing their interviews for the next Black Panther, a fucking Tom Cruise poster is revealed. Like, I'm going to be mad as fuck.
Let me just put that out there and test the waters.
Money right?
Right. Well, yeah, the money can be right, but at the same
money
time,
always gonna be right.
Like I'm worried. I'm not getting the money, so I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Like, I'm from a viewer's perspective. If I see fucking Tom Cruise in a Black Panther suit, I'm gonna be mad as hell. Can you imagine how pissed off these white people is if they see Michael B. Jordan in a Superman suit?
Hey, you know
They gonna be tight, bro. Not that I give a fuck about how they feel, but I would just I'm converting that to say I would feel the same way if I saw Tom Cruise in a Black Panther outfit.
Now,
You know what I'm saying?
Didn't they already have a movie with
I'm pretty sure you already know about the backlash.
I'm trying to figure out what it was.
Didn't
Didn't they already have a movie where like the race got changed?
I was just about to get there.
Was it Green Lantern?
It's going to be a backlash from people because they want Idris Elba to be 007. And he's getting a lot of backlash for that.
Now, honestly, Idris Elba will make he's just as smooth as all those other motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like
He fits in.
He fits. He has that. He has that persona or that aura. You be like, yo, I can see him being James Bond.
But see, that's different. That's like a secret agent, though. It's like anybody can wear that suit.
If you smooth
anybody,
enough, you can do it.
Anybody can wear that suit. But when it comes to superheroes, I feel you like you want to stay in that lane. But I think it'd be dope.
I feel you on that.
I think it'd be dope.
Keep your superheroes the race that they are. We have a lot of black superheroes. Why don't we just bring them up like we did Black Panther? We have enough.
True.
There's
Luke
enough
Cage.
black superheroes.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go Fiasco just because.
Can you really see it anyway?
No, I'm gonna go Fiasco because they would have to start the whole DC universe over. Like, what's the story? What's the story?
Right.
Now you gotta tell me the whole Krypton story over. Now Lois Lane got to look like this now.
Right.
Like,
You got to change everything.
You gotta change everything.
Is Lex Luthor still black?
It's left.
Is he still white? Because now, if Michael B. Jordan if Superman is black, now you got to kind of cast everyone else around him being black. Like
He can still work it.
So how the fuck is this? So all right, it's just kind of weird. So what is the thesis or the premise of the movie based around him being Superman? Is he in Metropolis? Is he just kind of replacing Superman, or is the entire setting changed? Is it like from Compton, like he was in Black Panther?
But why
It's
all
gotta
that
be Metropolis,
Why all
man.
that got to change? It's
gotta
because
be
of race,
Metropolis.
though.
Is it money attractive?
And Michael B. Jordan.
They about that bag.
Yeah, right.
Yo. But look,
but even with that,
They want a black man to be Superman now?
Michael B. Jordan,
Right, exactly.
He's not necessarily from the hood. He can
They
fit
want
right
that black
into
dollar.
Metropolis. He can put on that blazer and put
but
the
that's what I'm
glasses
saying.
on, and he can be that black guy.
I think Michael B. Jordan is a diverse actor. I do think he's a diverse
See, that
actor,
just
but
comes-
the story of Superman isn't diverse. You know what I'm saying? So it's either they're going to
it's not racial, though. But it's not racial, though.
It will be if you put a black
It's not
man in
like
Superman.
Superman was just known for being a white man. And
Did you ever see Superman save anybody black? Now think about it. Where the fuck is the last time Superman saved somebody black?
Shit.
Word is
Damn.
Watch Superman and be like, yo, if you can hear all of this, then why don't you never come to the hood? Like,
Yeah, he never
yo,
seen it.
He only
Yo.
pay attention what he like. Like
He
only
a big
focus
city
on
guy,
Lois.
man.
That's it. And where the fuck is Metropolis at anyway?
it be mad shit going on.
Geographically, where is Metropolis?
It's not real.
I'm gonna go Fiasco.
Not real.
I'm going Fiasco, man. I just keep it fucking white.
Fresher Fiasco. Nicki Minaj and Cardi B got into it at a party last weekend. Fresher Fiasco.
I'm going to go Fiasco on that one, man. I'm going to go Fiasco because, first of all, music, it always been male dominant, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for the female, well, for Nicki to be doing what she doing, you know what I mean, selling all these records and everything like that, she gotta not pass the torch, but she gotta
Embrace.
she
the
gotta
second
embrace
coming.
she gotta embrace everything that's coming after her or underneath her. Like, it's always a competition with female artists, like it can only be one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like with males, you got this artist collabing with this artist, you know what I mean? Of course there's gonna be beefs here and there, but all together is everybody got love for each other. With females, it's always, oh, she trying to be like Lil' Kim, she trying to be like Foxy Brown. Like, what about these niggas trying to be like Lil Wayne? Like, everybody want
Facts.
tattoos on their face, want to be
Tattoos
doing
and
lean.
dreads, regular
Wayne
lean,
was the creator of that shit. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to say Fiasco with that. And it was just, it wasn't the right time.
Facts.
It wasn't the right time. They made us look like niggas for real.
I'm gonna go.
Facts.
I'm gonna go Fiasco because it's one of those situations where you be like, yo, they about to fight. Then when they fight, like, oh, man, why did they?
It wasn't even a fight. A shoe got thrown.
They wasn't. A shoe got thrown.
And
but I think it's like that.
Somebody went upside Cardi head. I don't know what.
I think
I
a
know
guy,
a security guard.
security
on
man
elbow
did that. But
But her face, that picture they got of Cardi, man, that
look
shit,
wild, like-
that shit pissed me off, bro.
That shit
Like
look wild, like
she
she
just
wore-
looked like the hood bitch. Like I don't care.
she wore that
Right,
knot like a
yep.
badge
It
of
was
honor.
just, it was a bad look for you, feel me? But
Yeah, so I'm gonna go Fiasco because you normally when it's a scuffle and you hear about it, you be like, man, damn, why did they have to do that? Because you don't really want them to, but you want to be that fan. They be like, yo, my favorite rapper's a real gangster. He'll smack the shit out of you. But then when they really do it, you like,
right,
Right. So my
you gotta respect the action, but just
gotta-
the
I
timing,
respect
the
her
timing,
gangster.
and then, you know what I mean?
I only say Fiasco because of the venue that it happened.
That's
like
what I'm
it's
saying.
Fashion Week or some shit.
Yeah,
like
it's-
this is a big time event. Like you can potentially get yourself cut off from
This
receiving
can
a
mess your
check.
career up.
You know, this is really derail your career on some shit. Now I'm 100% for smacking a nigga on sight if it's a problem.
Your face.
Like I'm with that shit right there. And Cardi being who she is and literally talking about the shit, her career, like she say she gonna do what to who? Let's find out and see. Like I'm with like you about what you talk about, cool. But it's a time and a place for every action. I don't feel like where she decided to do it was the proper venue.
What was
to
the
do.
award show they just had before that? Was it the,
MTV something, and they was there together.
Yeah, somebody was like, "Damn, you should have got
Pop
it
up,
at the,
pop up at the MTV
Get at the
Awards.
MTV
Nobody
Awards.
gives a fuck about the MTV
not at
Awards.
the-
G only had a whole fight with MMG at the
Right,
BET Awards.
right.
Niggas still tune into the BET
Do y'all
Awards.
know?
Facts.
Did y'all know that 50 Cent and Ja Rule was on like a plane together, and they seen each other, but they didn't do nothing? You know why? I mean, you want to know why? Because of the regulations that if you violate the airplane,
Oh hell yeah,
that's
that's a federal.
that time.
That's a
that's
federal
real time.
offense.
Absolutely.
So guess what? Two
Yeah.
guys who stabbed each other, ended each other's career, took millions of dollars out of each other's. Well, 50 took millions out of Ja because Ja's career ended. But when you get on that plane or you get in that certain area, I'm gonna sit right here. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna do anything. And these two been beefing for almost 10 years.
Honestly,
Right.
I believe 50's gangster, but 50 ain't dumb. Like
Right.
50
Oh,
won't
nah,
put
not
himself
at
in an
all.
I'm saying that
uncompromising
about
position.
I'm saying that
Not
about
at all.
Cardi B and Nicki. We here. I know I don't like you. But we not gonna do that.
But
right
Cardi's
here.
still fresh. Like
Yeah,
she still got the streets in her.
Her
Like
mud step, her footprint's
Nicki
still fresh. in the
Yeah,
game.
Nicki, she too far removed from all that now. Like she really on a celebrity
But at
status.
the same
and-
time, Nicki gotta watch her fucking mouth. Like Nicki feel like she's been on top of her position for so long, she can do and say whatever, and it don't reap no consequences. That's
Yeah.
a falsehood. Like she still gotta be careful, and then she looking funny in the light too. Like
Oh yeah,
gon-
she looking insecure.
Yeah,
she looking
she-
insecure like a motherfucker.
She looking real funny in the light, and it's due to the fact that she feels as though she's owed a lot of stuff. Like she's owed homage from people coming up after her. But how you expect homage when you ain't giving respect to what's coming up after you? You feel like everybody should kiss your ass,
Right. How you don't expect people coming up to come for the throne though? Like
Right. That's
if you at the top spot, it's always gonna be somebody trying to get
Facts.
your spot.
Now you should take the whole route, or you should take
Exactly,
Now, OG
exactly. Because
told
she
me
got that.
you
Because
should
she the
take-
only
you
she
gotta
really the only
embrace what's
female
coming
that's popping.
afterwards.
Like
exactly.
making. Well, I don't know about this album, but her sales is like she the only female who was doing that. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So it's like, can't nobody really come for you.
But if Nicki,
and I've said that.
if Nicki goes like this and she opens her arms, like yo, like it's cool. Like we can work, we can collab. It's not necessarily going to affect her brand or her audience or what she's doing. But if she opens her arms to those coming up after her, that could enhance her brand and get her more followers instead of trying to create some type of division. Like
Right now, she feel threatened.
she absolutely
and it's
feels
showing.
that. And it shows like a motherfucker.
I said that about Nicki. Like she's already got the plaque. She's already got the money. It's no need to be. I want the #1 album. If you get it, fine. But I've already done that.
it's time for you to.
This is Cardi B's time, or whoever is the new artist. Do that. I'm already got all the awards. I got the Billboard. I got the Billboard Charts awards. I got Platinum Plaques awards. I'm good.
Do Jay-Z albums always peak at #1?
They do.
All the time.
I don't think so.
They
All
did.
of them.
13, 14 in a row. He's got the record. Yeah.
Damn.
That's lit.
Jay puts
Shout out to old. yeah.
Jay puts all the budget money into his album.
I just
so-
seen the new Forbes list that dropped. That nigga fucking made like $78 million this year.
All right, y'all. So Fresh or Fiasco. Last one. The writer from Power Fresh fiasco for the writer of Power for telling us that Angela isn't dead 2 days after the season finale ended with her being shot.
Fucking fiasco.
Big fiasco.
Fiasco. I've never, ever seen such a polarized show such as Power leak information from the show set itself. Like, it might have been a motherfucking actor who might have
lead up at that. Like,
yeah, it might have been an actor that slipped up in the interview like, well, yeah, you know, she's not dead. It's like, well, what the fuck? Like, you fucked it up
What the fuck, Jerry?
This
You know
the
what I'm saying?
writer.
Like,
This
but
the
for
writer.
the main writer on the show from season 1 to leak that big of a detail leading to the next season 2 days after the season finale went off, it's like, what the fuck? Like, was you even going to let us even contemplate this shit as to what the fuck was going to take place next season?
Right.
Now we know she isn't
niggas
dead.
don't even ain't get a chance to talk about it.
Niggas ain't get a chance to even discuss it. Like, it's probably motherfuckers who still ain't seen season 5 finale yet.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
I say it's a fiasco, but at the same time, I feel like people who watch Power, they just knew she wasn't dead. Like, it's no way. Like,
It's a toss up.
Because they show
it was too.
everybody
Yeah,
die.
it was too much. Still unanswered. Too many stones unturned. Like,
Facts.
for her to just die like that.
Right, right.
They having a conversation. She look up, bang, like.
And had she just
You know
would have
what I'm
just
saying?
laid there stone cold, but she was
Yeah, like
talking.
it wasn't even no
She was
dying
breathing,
comments
yeah.
like "Ghost,
Like,
I need you
Ghost,
to do something."
I love you.
Wasn't none of that. Like, so it gotta be.
I
It
love
gotta
you,
be.
Jamie.
Yeah, nothing.
none of that
It was
shit.
none of that. Like, she just got popped in. That was it.
I'm gonna definitely go fiasco, man.
Yeah.
For those of us who didn't know she was dead or not, it takes away from the suspense.
Right.
And black people, I'm sorry, black people, they don't want to give Power 12 episodes.
A season.
So that's why we get these episodes crammed into one. Somebody's been leaking Power 2 years in a row. What other show gets leaked? The writers leaked. It's black people, son. Fiasco, man.
Also,
Fiasco.
it's definitely a fiasco. I just feel like shit like that, like such a big cliffhanger going from one season to the next.
That's
that
a
should be,
major one.
That's a major
That's a
one.
major- like,
now,
she's
granted,
an
like you
essential
said,
part of the
niggas
show.
who watch Power know when the screen faded to black. I was like, man, this bitch ain't dead. As soon as I seen it, this bitch ain't dead. Anybody that's ever got murked on Power, you see the bullet, like you see the death, like you see
You
the
saw
light
the
leak.
finishing of them.
Right, you see it. You see it. So for her to be half pantsing, Jamie, and then it goes black, it's like, man, this bitch ain't dead. But for it to actually be confirmed from the official writer of the show, it's like, well, what the fuck? Like, you ain't even let us.
Why y'all
sit
had
on
that?
it.
Why y'all had that episode?
Right. So fiasco for that.
All right, y'all. So we got an artist in the building, man.
Yes,
and we're going to
sir.
bring back the segment Dope or Nope.
Yeah.
And the artist,
Yes,
Top,
sir.
brought through a song, Confessions.
Confessions. Yes, sir.
All right, tell us what the song is about before we get into it real quick.
Pretty much this track is about, life lately, man. Just life, real life experiences. I don't know if y'all know, but some tragic situations occurred in my life recently. I lost 2 of my best friends in car accidents, shit like that. I was involved in one of them, actually. And this song just pretty much me venting. That's all it is. A song about ventilation, my life, those situations. And yeah, man. Y'all check it out. It's called Confessions.
And
My bad, I forgot who produced this joint. My bad to you, bro. I tag you in it or whatever later, but you know what I'm saying?
Facts. So here it is, man. We about to spin the joint, man. TopZilla, latest track, Confessions, Dope or Nope. You heard? So we about to spin that joint.
Yes.
Let us know what you think. Dig?
I ain't never had no fucking role model. All my niggas ride with me full throttle. I just wanna sip about that gold bottle and bag a little baddie who don't mind to swallow. I ain't never had no fucking role model. All my niggas ride with me full throttle. I just wanna sip about that gold bottle and bag a little baddie who don't mind to swallow. Pull up on the scene and they know it's me. With a valet, tell him here my keys go. Smell like Izzy me, like he in a pound of weed. Them haters taking shots like a fucking free throw. Cause I'm ballin' now. And them nines and them dimes keep on calling now. I go hard, put in work, I ain't calling now. And I'm about to switch gears, I ain't stalling now. Yeah, I I-95. I'm from Trenton, where that second language homicide. Almost lost it when I heard my little brother die. Called crash, he had swerved into the other side. Damn, big bottles in your memory. I've been vibing on these beats, getting energy. I used to head uptown to bring them packs back, till I fell in love again with these rap tracks. Mama said I broke her heart when I was a teen. Police kicked open the door, caught a felony. Niggas telling but one shit that you could tell of me. I was blind to all the snakes and the jealousy, yeah. I ain't never had no fucking role model. All my niggas ride with me full throttle. I just wanna sip up out that gold bottle and bag a little baddie who don't mind to swallow. I ain't never had no fucking role model. All my niggas ride with me full throttle. I just wanna sip up out that gold bottle and bag a little baddie who don't mind to swallow. And we get ghost in a ghost, let us float. I made an oath for the bread, I need a loaf. Don't get close, I ain't the one to approach. And she just know the deal, she wanna get it poppin'. Hope she ain't a burgers, there's too many flocking. I do it for them suckers cause I know they watchin'. I gotta keep it real, this shit is not an option. Yeah. And we get ghost in a ghost, let us float. I made an oath for the bread, I need a loaf. Don't get close, I ain't the one to approach. Nah. I ain't never had no fucking role model. All my niggas ride with me full throttle. I just wanna sip up out that gold bottle and bag a little baddie who don't mind to swallow. I ain't never had no fucking role model. All my niggas ride with me full throttle. I just wanna sip up out that gold bottle and bag a little baddie who don't mind to swallow.
That was the Dope and Dope this week with your boy TopZilla, Confessions. You know what I'm saying? We're going to throw the poll up for that song. Vote whether you think that record is dope or nope. That poll will be up on Twitter. And, you know, the Tommy TopZilla in the building, man. Here we go with the interview on your homie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so let's get into it, man. So,
Top,
You.
earlier in the episode, man, you mentioned that you've had some strenuous life changes
Right.
with some things that you've recently experienced. You want to touch on what that is?
I mean, you know, just dealing with a lot of losses, close friends this year. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my bro Fame. Rest in peace to my boy K Black.
Rest in
I
peace.
had two losses within 3 months. You know, same scenario, car accidents, which is crazy. You know what I mean? One of them I was actually involved in.
Now, it's hard for me to ask certain questions, right? Because I don't want to overstep any boundaries.
Nah,
'Cause
ain't
this shit is
no
real,
holds barred, bro.
It's real sensitive, right?
No holds barred, bro.
But the night of the crash that you were involved in,
Right.
walk me through that.
Man, it's crazy because I was just at the bro's Zay crib last week. You know what I mean? He had a little cookout and we was talking about that. You know, I actually broke down having this conversation, but
Yeah.
it was crazy because my boy Black on not even the night of the accident, the day of the accident, like I felt like it just was what it was. Like he wanted me so involved in his day. You know what I'm saying? Like from the time that I woke up to the time that the accident happened, like I was with him all day. You feel me? This is one of my best friends I've known since I was like 14, 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that day, you know, we all got a group chat, the homies, shit like that. He hit me up. He like, I set up a studio session. You know what I mean? I want you to come through. I got this song. We had this song we was doing. You know what I mean? So we went to the studio. We at the studio, do our little session, whatever. After the session, he like, my mom having a cookout. He like, bro, come through. Da-da-da. I'm like, man, I kind of ain't feeling it. And mind you, like, he was the type of nigga, like, if he asks you something one time, that's it.
yeah.
That's it. Like, if you don't want to do it, he moving on. But this particular day, he was, like, really pressing me. Like, he like, nah. He like, come. Da-da-da. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna ride with you. Hop in with him, go to his mom crib. That's another thing, like, his whole family was there, you feel me? He got to see his family on his last day. We there chilling with the family, working on music. He's sending me beats, you know what I mean? I kicked his ass in some 2K, shit like that. Like, that's
Right.
what I do.
Homie
you
shit.
know? Regular shit, like just chopping it up, you know what I'm saying? So he had, you know what I mean? It is what it is now. I don't know if none of his ladies going to see this, but he had a female friend we was going to go see that night. So we leave his crib. We go link up with my boy Cola. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my
Shout
homie
out to
Cola.
Cola.
Shout out to Cola. Go link with Cola. We at his crib for a little bit. Now we about to shoot out to go see these girls or whatever. And man, it happened so fast, bro. Like, everybody know the Calhoun Street Bridge. We come across there from Morrisville to Trenton. As soon as we get off the Calhoun Street Bridge to hop on the 29. As soon as we get off the bridge, hop on the 29. Boom. Happened just like that. Drunk driver on the wrong side of everybody from the town, so we know how 29 is. It's a whole divider in the middle of the highway. Like, there's no way you could hop in. There's no way you could hop in the oncoming traffic. So this man was drunk. You know what I'm saying? He clearly had to take a wrong exit or something like that.
Fuck?
Bro, when I say, like, as soon as we hop on the highway, a fucking car is coming right at us. Like, if you
Full speed ahead.
It's no time for fear. It ain't no time for nothing like that. And that's another reason why I say, like, I'm just happy to be here. I'm blessed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was in the front seat. My boy Black was driving. My man Cola was in the back. So just imagine you on the highway driving everyday shit. You
Yeah.
drive on the highway. It's nighttime, so we can see, you know what I mean, the head. I just happened to look up at the last minute, see the headlights coming. Boom. In that moment, I told myself, like, this is it. You feel me? It was nothing. I felt like it was nothing I could do to help us. It wasn't
Change the course of what was happening. Like,
nothing. Like, it's nothing you could do.
that's a different aspect right there within itself. Like, on top of the tragedy.
Except in death, in
Right.
that
Moment.
quick of in that moment, in that quick of time, like, I'm just like, bitch, I'm done.
So
I
did you
wasn't
hear
even-
like any commotion in the car? Like, yo, like,
I did that, yeah.
Yeah.
Soon, cause like I said, I looked up at the last minute. I seen the lights come. I'm like, yo, Black. That's the last thing I remember. Boom, smack. We end up flipping over the divider. Landed in oncoming traffic. Luckily, we ain't get hit again.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Luckily, like, all the traffic stopped and,
Right.
you know what I mean? Shout out to all the good Samaritans who hopped out and, you know what I mean, tried to help us out and shit like that. But
was it any
was-
like, after the impact, right? After the impact and you're on the divider, like, was the car in any further jeopardy, like gasoline or like fire? And
that's
shit like
that's
that?
that's the crazy part, bro. Because first of all, like, talking to my boy Cola and shit, because he was in the car too, we didn't even know we flipped over. Like, it just happened. That, like, everything happened so quick. Like, boom, got hit. It just felt like an impact.
Yeah.
It was. We ain't know, like, we flipped over the divider and all that. So I guess at the point of impact or whatever, I must have blacked out for a little bit. So when I come back to, like, Cole at my door, he opened my door. Like I said, by the grace of God or whatever, I was able to hop out, like, just jump out the car and shit. So when I jump out, that's crazy you said that. That was my first thought. I'm thinking, like, damn, I hope the car don't blow up.
Right.
Not like that, because I look back, I seen the car and it's just, like, super fucked up. So I'm like, damn, like, I hope the car don't blow up, whatever. I'm just moving around for a couple seconds just thinking I'm good. That's when the pain hit me and shit. Like, I broke my rib, my fucking intestine got punctured. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, my bowels now is just flowing through my body and shit, like, you know what I mean, fucking me up. So, but I wasn't even concerned about none of that. Like, when I looked back, I hopped out the car, took a couple steps, tried to get to the side, boom, drop. I look back, and I see my boy, like, in the car, you feel me? I kind of already knew what it was. Like,
Yeah.
he was, I I believe he was still, you know what I mean, alive at the time.
Conscious.
But yeah, he was still conscious. But I just hollered for my boy Cole. I'm like, yo, call the ambulance. Like, he don't look good. Like, ain't no concern for me. Ain't no concern. Cole was super good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just knew, like, my boy needed immediate attention and shit. But, you know what I mean? He fell victim to his injuries and shit like that. But it was just it was an eye opener on life, bro.
That's
For real.
that shit is crazy, man. First of all, drunk driving is whack. Like, you got to be able, if you're going to drink, man, if you're going to hop behind the wheel of a vehicle after you consume some alcohol, you got to be good, man. Like niggas say it all the time, be drunk as fuck. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I can drive. Nah, you not good. Like,
Right.
You not good, bro. Like,
Right.
niggas can look at you and tell you not good.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take that personal responsibility to, after consuming a certain amount of alcohol, to be able to really call it for what it is. Like, if you can
Exactly.
drive or not, you know what I'm saying? Because we want to avoid scenarios such as these, because this is fucked up. Like, when I heard this shit happen, bro, like, I was like, I believe it was like maybe a day or two after the actual crash where I got wind of the scenario, and I was like, you serious? Like, I saw, you see pictures on social media, but with you scrolling, you don't really know the story. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
And I get the actual story, and I was like, wow.
Right.
Like, wow. Now, mind you, I'm not, like, I don't talk to niggas every day, or I don't see niggas all the time, but I know the personnel that's involved, and it's like, yo, this is fucked up. Like, this is shit niggas do on a regular. How many times you been getting ready to go out to the club, to Philly or whatever, and you hit the highway with your homies?
That'll never cross your mind, like, especially right there, because like I said, it's a divider there. It ain't like you could just swerve over, like,
right.
You know what I mean?
It's not like you
this
can get
nigga
from one side of the highway to the other. I'm confused as to how my man even got there,
bro.
Like,
Because you know all the back streets, like out west,
over there by 29,
like General Green and all them streets where you could exit off. You could exit off 29 to get to them streets.
Right.
If you going in the right fucking direction, though.
If you going, you can only be going in the right direction. So he was drunk from the moment he got in the car.
That's just my assumption. I don't know where he hopped on that. I don't know where he was coming from or whatever the case was, but that's just my assumption. It had to be from one of them side streets because it was cars on the road. You know, it wasn't like it was just an open road, so he could just be cruising down thinking he doing the right thing or whatever. Like, that
is wild that you mention it. It's like, how many times have you just wanted to go somewhere and people around you say, hey, be safe, or say a prayer for you while you ride, and you just think, like, I do this.
Exactly. Right. It's like,
this is what I do. It's
you'll
like,
never think. Right. You'll never think. You never think. And the crazy part about it was because 3 months before that, like I said, I lost another one of my homies in a car accident. But he was solo dolo. He was by himself. Same situation. Like, I don't know the details, so I don't really want to speak on it just for his legacy and shit like that. But it was another head-on collision. And my boy Black used to always say, he'd be like, damn, like, that situation with Fame, like, it was an eye-opener for me. Like, whenever I'm drunk, like, or whenever we drinking, make me stay here, like, make me, you know what I mean? Like, he was more aware of how he was moving. And on this night, like, niggas wasn't even drunk. It wasn't us, you know what I'm saying? It was this other dude, and that shit was just crazy to me, too, like.
Right, so I keep hearing you saying it's an eye-opener, which it is, but just like you just said, there's nothing that y'all could have done in that situation.
It was no way like we could have swerved out the way. It happened that quick. Like as soon as we got off the Calhoun Street Bridge exit, hopping on, you know, it's like that little slight. It's like that little. Yeah, exactly. It's like that little slight bend, so you can't see what's coming your way. Like,
right.
So by the time you see it,
so wait, the nigga was coming.
No. We came off the curl. I know what you think. No. We came off the curl, but you know, as soon as you come off the curl, it's kind of like a curve and shit.
Yeah.
So we like in the left lane, and what was also crazy was I think all the cars ahead of us, they saw this nigga coming.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like everybody
Was on the same side of the street.
everybody
shit.
was getting over, but as soon as the last car in front of us got over, it was too late for us to get over. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I actually seen something like this. It was just like in broad daylight.
Yeah.
so
Like I actually
fucked
seen a
up,
car
man.
on the wrong side, and I'm just looking like, what's going on? But you know what I'm saying? But it was just like 4 in the evening, so it's still daylight or something.
Right. You
But I
could-
actually saw that. It's wow.
I've actually seen it once before too. It was late night. I was actually coming back from some shorty crib, and I'm driving down 29, and I see a nigga driving the same direction as me on the opposite side of the divider. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I remember like taking my phone out to record the shit. Like, what the fuck is this nigga
Right.
doing? Like,
Yeah,
you're
man.
going north on the south side. Like,
right.
That's wild.
So how long were you in the hospital? Were you in the hospital?
Yeah, I was in the hospital for like a week.
Okay.
I was in the hospital for a week. And damn, speaking of that, man, shout out to everybody who came to see me in the hospital. Like,
Facts.
it was like I said, all I could say, it was an eye opener. It was an eye opener to appreciate life. It was an eye opener.
You been getting more pussy after that too.
Hey, man.
Yeah, but you a little bit more.
Hey,
pussy
look,
after that.
rest in peace to the bros, man. But you feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
nah, real, like, a lot of love was shown, you know what I'm saying? But it like I said, it was an eye opener for
Yeah.
life. Like, I just appreciate shit more. And then it made me appreciate all the love that I get on a daily that you might not even
Pay attention to.
pay attention. That's
Yeah.
with anybody. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody might show you mad love. You got something else on your mind, so you're not even acknowledging the love that they give
You don't want the
Right.
compliments because you not feeling yourself.
Right.
for whatever reason.
I came out the
on
house
that day.
looking crazy. I get a compliment.
Exactly.
Nah,
You like,
I
yo,
look
chill.
like trash.
You like, yo, chill, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why.
But at the end of the day, you got to just be like, thank you. Like,
Thank you.
Thank you. And that's why when I first seen you, like I gave you
Yeah.
that big hug,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
because I
and that-
haven't seen you in a while.
And that was
prior to
love,
tonight,
bro.
Like,
And that was love. That was love.
That's heartbreaking, my nigga. Like
That was
'cause
love.
I can only imagine being in a whip with two of my best friends
Two
and
of
we
my
doing
best
regular shit and some tragic shit like this interjects. Like
And mind you, like my bro, like, man, he ain't never bothered nobody. He wasn't a rah-rah type dude. Like, he was about his business. You know what I'm saying? He had his son. He was writing a movie. You know what I mean? He was about to drop his mixtape. He was doing music. Like, he was a real positive dude. So for that to happen, I keep going back to it. It was just eye opener. Like, you just gotta appreciate life, man. Like,
And that's telling me you got some fire coming.
oh, it's coming, bro.
I was gonna say that too. So
It's coming.
as a
It's
with-
definitely
with-
coming.
With losing two of your best friends in the same summer to the same eerie type of situation, how was
Right.
that developed you as a person and as an artist?
Like I said, as a person, man, I just love life.
Yeah,
I just love life.
Appreciation.
Like, I wake up every day, be like, you know what I mean? I
We should name this
appreciate-
episode that Love Life.
Love life.
love life.
Love Life.
As a person, yeah, it just made me appreciate, like, you know, everybody around me, all the little things, like just waking up.
Yeah,
Everybody don't get to wake up.
That's a fact.
Everybody don't have all their fingers and hands.
And we take it for
moving.
granted.
And that's another thing. Like I said, I was in the front seat with this man. He lost his life. My injuries might be considered serious to somebody. Broken rib, punctured lung. But I'm in the front seat of a head-on collision, bro. I could have been
got
paralyzed.
thrown
I
from the
could have had my fucking face. I ain't had no injuries to my face. Like you know what I'm saying? I had something to my nose. A little chunk of my nose went missing and shit. But like, it could have been way worse than it was for me. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, like I said, I put a little post about this on Instagram. Like, I be feeling selfish sometimes, like saying, like, I'm happy to be here, or it could have been worse for me, or, you know what I mean? Shit like that, because my best friend lost his life.
right.
And then you got people. And you got people who might not know how to receive you because they might say that, oh, it could have been worse.
Yeah.
But they're trying to for you, but you taking that
Trying
like,
to
yo,
comfort you. Yeah,
That been the number one thing with everybody. Everybody, like, forgive me if I've been distant because I don't really know what to say, or that. Say anything.
okay,
For me being in this situation, I feel like I could speak for anybody else in a tragic situation. When you go through tragedy, you just want somebody to say something. Like, you don't want to just be lost in your thoughts. Like, you want somebody to be like, "Are you good?"
because it's hard.
Or you going to be
'cause
good.
It's
or,
hard to land on when you faced with a tragic scenario like that. It's hard to land on where it's okay for you. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? You don't know how to gauge
That's-
if you're all right or not.
that's
so
what I'm
if somebody
saying.
reaches out,
It's no wrong thing you could say to somebody going through a tragedy unless you really say some fuck shit. Like,
Right.
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you just spread your love, spread your thoughts, give you know what I mean? Of course, you probably never experienced nothing like that. That's where the standoffish feelings may come from. Like, I never been through that, so I don't know how to console them and nothing like that.
But I'll say that there's some people who just don't know how to get in touch with that type of emotion. They haven't ever expressed that, so they might look at it like, damn, what do I say?
That too.
I can say I'm praying for you, but that could be, you could be like, damn, everybody says that. What could, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody feel like they want to stand out with what they say.
Right.
Overthink
like they,
it. Right.
just don't over. You know what I mean?
just
Like
be-
anything anybody said to me, like I'll never forget it.
Okay.
That's a moment I would never forget. I would never forget everybody who came and visit me in the hospital. I would never forget all the texts I got. I would never forget none of that
that's
shit.
why
Like,
I just when I saw you, you know what I'm saying, and
I'll never forget that.
Right, I haven't seen you. Like I said, I haven't seen you in so long since before the accident. And when I see you, it's like, yo, I'm glad you're good.
Right.
Like that's it. Like I'm pretty sure people was hitting you up saying a whole bunch of stuff, and you're even processing a whole bunch of different thoughts for yourself, and just being a person that knows you and being a person that's familiar with who you are.
Right.
It's just like, yo, I'm happy you're at least okay. Like you're
Right.
physically able to stand, you can walk, you can
Exactly,
talk, you can breathe.
exactly.
You're good. So anything else that you're experiencing outside of that, however you handle it is how you handle
Exactly,
it. But just
exactly.
you being okay as a person physically first, that's good enough for me. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
Facts.
That's heavy, yo. So how's with the
very-
music? How does this affect? You know what I'm saying, with music, I'm pretty sure it gives you more content.
Oh, with the music, it's definitely more content. It's definitely more passion and shit like that behind it. But to keep it 100 with you, like, I've been writing and everything like that, but I ain't completed nothing. I haven't completed not one
What's that
song.
about?
It's about, like, it's crazy because both of them guys, man, they was like two of my biggest supporters when it came to the music. You feel me? And they both gone.
Right.
So it's like I would play them my music all the time. I play Zay my shit all the time too, but they was like the two main ones where I knew like they was gonna give me the real.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like just the real. So it kind of fucked me up. And like I was telling you earlier, like the last time I was in the studio, I was with Black. You know what I'm saying? So the studio that I record at all the time. So for me to go back there and be sitting in there and trying to record, like it's just, you know what I mean? It's a mental block right now.
Definitely.
It's a
understood,
mental
yeah.
block, and I don't want to rush nothing. I don't want to rush try to make a song about them and just to put my pain out there because I don't feel like it's gonna be authentic like that. I'm gonna let it come when it come, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's next
And it's
year.
not like you're trying to get clout or respect
Yeah,
from
definitely.
making a song.
Because
Right.
I would never try to get clout off a death of my best friends. Like that's corny as hell. Like
You rush something to put out, so
exactly. Like
clickbait
oh,
or
let me put out a song talking about
'Cause you
how
know
my
that's-
boys
That's
died.
a
and-
wave of niggas do. Like
I'm at the end of the day, like outside of music, I'm a real private dude. Like
Yeah.
I'm a real laid back individual. Like I don't like a lot of people in my business and shit like that. So that's what I'm saying. For me to put out a song like that in honor of them, it would have to come naturally. It'd have to just be from a real place.
And it
it
take a
can't
lot.
be it can't be something that I just sit down like, oh, let me do this because niggas know I was in this situation.
Right.
So
Right.
before we started this episode, I was telling you that I used to rap, and I started doing podcasting, and I found what I loved. But when I stopped rapping, I was writing poetry,
Right.
right? And people was always say, "Yo, I want you to write this and write that," and I couldn't do it because I had to do it on my time.
Exactly.
And it comes out real dope when the pen moves by itself. So
Bro,
I didn't
facts.
plan.
It's a magical feeling.
I didn't plan on writing this, but it's fire.
It's a
Right.
magical
But if you
feeling.
sit there and say, "Hey, I need you to write something," or "You ain't wrote something in a while," because I ain't got nothing. I got nothing to write.
And people don't understand that because they be like, "Oh, you a rap." I don't even like to consider myself a rapper because like I write R&B and shit too, but I can't sing. But you know, I like to dish it off to a singer, shit like so. Music is just like my life. You feel me? Not just rapping. So when somebody be like, "Oh," like you said, like I want you to do a song like this, or you need to put music out right now, or you. It don't move like that.
Yeah,
it don't move like that.
You gotta
like,
be. I like to think of myself as a creative as well. Just even with different topics that we talk about on the podcast, or even different ways that I view other people's scenarios or perspectives. Like you gotta be able to take it for what it is. Like it has to resonate first, and then
it gotta be something for you.
Right, it's gotta be for you. Yeah. After you completely absorb the scenario. And then you understand it for yourself. You're able to discuss it for yourself.
Exactly.
Then you'll be able to give it back.
Because you gotta understand, I'm still processing all this shit,
bro. Yeah.
This shit happened the end of July. It's only September.
September 14th.
So it's only been a month.
This shit is brand new.
A month and a half, and we talking about friendship of over 15 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like when he passed, I realized that, like, damn, me and this man talk every day of our lives, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then just to lose somebody like that off some bullshit, it's crazy. So it's not like I could just hop back. I probably could if I was a different type of nigga, but I can't just hop back in the booth right now. And just
it's got to be real.
Nah, you want to take your time with that because I feel like. All right, well, I'll be able to take my own situation again. After my daughter passed, I didn't talk a lot because I wanted everything that I said to be completely understood. I didn't want to ramble off but an emotional rant with a bunch of useless words that people wouldn't take serious just because I was emotionally vulnerable at that time. I was more so of the mind that no, I'm hurting every day, even to this day. Like, I'm hurting every day, but I'm going to choose to speak when my words will be heard the most. I don't want to just say a bunch of stuff that just get overlooked.
Right.
Like, when I talk, I want you to, and especially about this specific scenario, when I talk, I want you to hear exactly what I'm saying, because I'm not the type of nigga to say one thing but mean another. I mean exactly the words that are coming out of my mouth.
You probably just like me, like if I'm talking, I feel like you should listen. For the simple fact that I'm not always talking.
Absolutely.
So when I got something to say, like, you should know, like, it's going to be some real shit or something that's going.
I'm like that as well. Like, you can see on my face that I'm frustrated about something, but I'm reading you. And if you ask me what's wrong, and I don't think you're going to receive what I'm saying,
I'm not going to tell you.
Because what I'm saying is about to be the absolute truth, and it's going to be real, and it might be a little different.
Yeah.
But don't play with my words.
Exactly.
If you play with my words one time, if I say, hey, this is how I feel about something, and you use it against me or you don't really believe me, that'd probably be the last time that I can give you a genuine conversation.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you I'm fine for the rest of our existence.
You giving a nigga a piece of you. You giving somebody a piece of you when you give them the real.
And what you do with it determines.
Exactly. So if you going to sit,
go.
if I'm going to tell you some shit, you're going to sit here and downplay it or try to manipulate whatever, I'm never going to express myself to you again.
So how did the record that we played for the Dope or Nope, how does that record tie into your recent experiences with the loss?
You know what's crazy? I wrote that song before this accident that I was involved. I wrote that song after my boy Fame passed. Like, the whole song is not based around that scenario, but that beat is just put me in that mindset, like, of just acknowledging everything that I've been through and shit, like. Yeah. And then it was a little creepy because, like I said, I did that song, recorded it, and then I probably did that song June. Then the next month, I'm going through it again, but this time I'm involved in it. Like, it was creepy as hell for me because it was like, and not to mention, even after that, I lost another one of my high school friends. You know what I'm saying? One of my old, if Zay was here, like, you know what I mean, not to take anything away from me and the guy who passed friendship, but as they was a little bit closer with him, but it was just like, damn, bro, like this shit is like back to back to back, like
Yeah.
two of my best friends, and then somebody who I just considered a friend. Like we wasn't best friends, but it's like this my guy still. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He passed on his own circumstance, and I'm just like, yo, this shit is creepy. Like,
Make you
I
think
feel
a
like
lot.
death on my heels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck did I like? You know, we go through life. Everybody got their sins and everything they do, but damn, like why my karma coming like this? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't. That's just how I was feeling and how I feel.
You're entitled to feel how you want.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm confused.
Exactly.
I'm confused. Why is all this happening around me? What did I do to deserve
What's the
this?
message?
What's the message?
What's the
Do
meaning
you feel
behind
like
it? All?
we talk about on our show, we talk about mental health a lot, and black men seeking the type of help
Right.
needed to weed out any possible traumas that may be experiences that was experiences.
That's
So,
major.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, and everything that you've been through, do you feel like you need to a little bit of professional help to talk about certain things?
I know a therapist.
This nah, I'm actually working with my insurance company to handle that.
Okay.
But on the flip side of all that, this something that I ain't go through alone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
So you have somebody to talk about.
exactly, like I said, me and my boy Cola, he was in the car too. So it's like we was all, you know,
Yeah.
we was all like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like every day when I see him, we talk about it. So it's not like something where I'm just sitting and I feel like can't nobody relate to me.
Okay.
And can't nobody. So I feel like that's another blessing in disguise right there. Like I went through it with one of my closest dogs. You know what I'm saying? That I still see every day to this day. So every time we see each other, we get it off our chest. We're gonna sit down and talk about it. He might shed some tears. I might shed some tears. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna talk about memories and shit. Like that helps.
Speaking of Cola, shout out to Cola, man.
Shout out to Cola.
I just feel like right now would be a time for me to say that when I was going through a scenario with someone who I'm no longer fly with, there was some things thrown out into the atmosphere in regards to me and Cola.
Right.
I've never, ever had a personal problem with Cola.
Right.
Not once.
Right.
And I feel the need to say that at this moment. I don't speak on shit like this because I step over bullshit.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too.
So I just feel with you being as close to him as you are and kind of having the idea of what the scenario is.
Right.
I just want to go on record. And I'm the
And-
type of nigga that I say how I feel and I mean it. I don't really go back on stuff that I say unless I was dead ass wrong. But just for things to be 100% crystal clear for people who just get information or just get stuff told to them and not being able to decipher what it is or not, I've never had a problem with Cola. When I heard the situation happen, I asked about his well-being as much as I asked about yours and K Black.
And I can almost guarantee that he feel the same way, bro.
Well, I appreciate that.
I can guarantee he feel the same way.
Yeah, and it's all good. I'm glad. It's unfortunate that both
Shit
of you-
happens. Shit happens. People
People talk and shit happens, but at the end of the day,
Messy people.
If I have a conversation, if I have a sit down conversation with another man to man, I'm gonna tell you the real. I'm gonna be 100% with you. If
Or
I
at
don't
least you
fuck with
should. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
I don't fuck with you for X, Y, and Z.
Exactly.
If it ain't that, then like yo, I understand how you can get the perspective that you have, but that ain't this, bro. It's all good. I don't have any issues. Like it's no problem, and especially when you hear somebody that you are being put inside of a funny light with, and they go through a traumatic situation like that.
Right.
It's like this shit don't matter.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? This
Exactly.
bullshit that this drama and this excess unnecessary shit that niggas talk about don't matter.
Big
Like
facts.
this man was in jeopardy of losing his life, regardless of if he was fly or not. Like I put myself in those shoes,
Right.
and it's fucked up.
Exactly.
It's heartbreaking for real. So again, man, I'm happy that you was able to walk away from that. It's unfortunate that another one of your friends was not.
Yeah.
But it could have been 3 deaths
Exactly.
instead of 1.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It could have
Exactly.
been 2.
So I feel spared. I feel like You know what I mean? I'm definitely here for a reason. Most certainly here for a reason. And I can't even say if music is that reason, but whatever it is, I hope that, you know what I mean, the higher power show me what it is and I fulfill that shit or whatever, because like I was saying, luckily I had my seatbelt on, you know what I'm saying? Black had his seatbelt on. Kohler didn't have his seatbelt on.
Yeah.
And
Who he was sitting behind the driver or the
behind
passenger?
me.
Okay.
He was sitting behind me, but even still, like, you got to think, like, the car flipping
Flipped
over.
over.
He could have broke his neck. He could have flew out the window. Or anything. Like,
He could have been crushed. Like,
he could have got crushed, like, because the whole roof came off. Like,
Oh,
you know,
shit.
like, it was, bro, it was real. Like, it was real. Like,
shit.
So
know
you
what I'm saying?
take your time with the music.
yeah,
Right?
I'm getting back into the groove because I ain't putting nothing out in a minute, bro.
Well, yeah. So you take your time with the music. Is there something else that you focused on, or you just like, you know what?
Right now, I'm just
chilling.
I'm soaking it all in, and I'm really just trying to figure out where to go with the music.
Right.
Because it's like, and this ain't taking no shots at nobody, but it's just like, first of all, everybody rap nowadays. That's why I said, like,
That's why we podcast.
That's why I said, like, I don't even like to call myself a rapper, because I feel like I do way more than just rap when it comes to music. Like, I produce, I write, you know what I mean? I call myself an artist.
Right.
But this time around, like, you know, niggas just have a song, be like, yo, that's fire. We're going to throw that on the SoundCloud, and that's it. Ain't no type of promotion behind it.
Yeah.
Ain't no type of anticipation behind you dropping it. That don't even really matter no more nowadays, because everybody dropping
You drop
surprise
whatever you
album.
want, right.
So whenever you drop, but you still got to have a marketing scheme.
Right.
You got to have a direction where you going with this.
And the audience.
You got to have an audience. Like you were saying earlier, you have to have a team, bro.
Fit ass.
You have to have a team. And this is what I've been telling Zay and everything like that. Like, I can't do this shit by myself. I can't make the music. I can't produce the music. I can't book the shows.
Promote the music.
Promote the music.
Be on social media all day.
I mean, I could, but it ain't gonna go nowhere.
Right.
Because
You
I can only do so much. I only know so many amount of people. Like, if you got a team, everybody knows somebody who you don't know, or a group of people who you don't know, and that's going to tap into another lane. You know what I'm saying? But
Well, look, man, I want to tell you straight up, like, and this is for all the guests who've had anything going on that's been on the Podcast Brothers episode. We could be the part of that team for you, bro. You feel me?
I appreciate that.
Now, us being basically an independent radio program, this is like a hub for individuals who have underground shit going on,
Right.
to be able to get exposed to another audience. So, in that aspect, if you need, like we just did the Dope and Nope, if you need, you know what I'm saying, your music played for a different audience to get tested in those waters, that's all day long.
And see, that comes into a different realm. That coming to the whole city now.
Right.
Because ain't no unity in this city, bro.
Man, look.
Everybody claim like, yo, that's my dog. I
Man,
fuck with him. I like him. Yeah, I like him over there. Yeah, we fly, shit like that. But when it comes to somebody like trying to really do something,
Yeah. That's a
it ain't no
different
support.
conversation.
Everybody gonna sit back
And wait.
and see whether you sink or swim.
Right.
Ain't nobody just gonna be like, all right, I'm just riding with this man because I fuck with him and I fuck with what he doing, like, genuinely. Like, it could really be like that. Like, you could genuinely fuck with somebody in this city, but you just not going to express that because now it's going to look like you dick riding or you,
Absolutely.
you know. And I feel like places like Atlanta,
LA,
like Cali,
Texas.
It don't matter who coming out them states or them cities. Like, they
all in each other videos.
They all riding together, bro.
Well, look, so let's change that narrative. Like,
Right.
let's attempt to change that narrative. Again, like, if you got a project going on and you need a spot or whatever, and you think me or bro might be able to fill that, yo, hit the
Hey,
jack,
yo,
bro. It's no
I'm
problem.
gonna shoot y'all
I mean,
everything
feel
from
me?
now on.
Yeah,
it's
do that.
it's no problem at all.
I made a
yo.
post on Facebook. I said, any trend artist want their music played, blah, blah, blah. Nobody said anything. You know what I mean? That's cool.
It's pride,
Now,
man. It's
now
so much
I'm gonna
pride.
reach outside the state because I went to Trenton first. I think it was like 100th episode or something. It was like something big, but I want the town. Shout out to Collar Biz because we had his song.
out to Black
Collar,
for the
Collar,
100th
that's
episode.
my dog. That's my dog.
But when I first posted, nobody saw. I guess I'll say nobody saw it. People are busy. I'll say that. But
don't give these niggas no excuses, man.
Facts.
Don't give them no excuses.
Facts.
I'm all right. But listen,
They
Niggas be
unsupportive.
but hey, listen. Shout out to Philly. They our biggest market. It's not even Trenton. So shout out to Philly.
Shout out to Philly, man. Shout out to Kayla too.
So when I put out, yo, I'm gonna reach out to the city first. If y'all want your music played, let me know. Ain't nobody say nothing. So I still went and got Black, but there's so many other artists. Like we've done so many dope notes, but they've come from
Other
out of
state.
town.
Right.
Because
Motherfucker from Milwaukee.
They hit the email
Oh, but see,
up.
that's
all
dope,
types of
though.
shit.
That's
It is
dope, though. That's dope.
They hit the email
Y'all
up.
shouldn't be worried
They
about the
writing
town
me.
name.
I'm good.
I mean,
good.
you always want to.
We wanna take
You always
care of
want to
home
put it. I was
first.
about to say you always want to be a staple in your city or your
Right.
wherever you're from. But at the same time, if that ain't where it's at,
But
then-
that was the one time I asked for a Trenton drop was on a big show. Like, listen, let's do it for the city. Other than that, I'm fine.
yeah.
So I want to ask you, man, anything in regards to your music or in regards to your life at this point, or for you as a man, as of September 14th, 2018, as a closing statements, what is it that you want people to know about Top, the musician or the person that may have not been public knowledge before?
Damn, that's a good question.
I've
What
been
I want-
working on
Nigga
my
trying to
questions.
get his journalism.
I've been working on my
sharp.
questions, bro.
God damn.
Feel me? This my food.
Yeah,
It's
hey,
my food now,
hey.
so I gotta sharpen my spoon and
What
fork.
I
you
want
feel
the
me?
people to know about me, man, just that you know, contrary to belief or visuals, I'm very dedicated to this craft, man, and I'm dedicated to my city too. Like I said, like I want more camaraderie and shit, man. Like I was just telling the bro the other day, like, man, I need to do more features because there's a lot of people that I fuck with, like from the town, but I just don't, not on a hating aspect or a pride aspect. I'm just that personal with my music and shit. Like even my closest friends know sometimes I don't even want them in the studio with me when I'm recording. Like I like to record by myself, and then I just, you know what I mean, present it to them. But what I would say I wanted people to know about me, man, like I got a lot of fire music coming. It's real, it's passionate, it come from a real place. It's the now mixed with the real like lyricism and shit like that. Like I can never dumb my lyrics down. I can never be one of these new age rappers and shit like that. Like
Say mumble rapper. Yeah.
I go off one of them type beats, but there's always gonna be some type of lyricism. But man, I got a lot of good music coming, a lot of good things, man. And just be on the lookout.
That's what
TopZilla.
man. TopZilla
Yes, sir.
in the building, man. Shout out to Top, man.
Also,
Peace.
we might be having an artist name change coming too. You know
A
what I
new-
mean?
a name change?
Yeah, this
Yeah?
it's gonna be for the world. You know what I'm saying? I've been feeling like TopZilla kind of put me in a box, so I've been speaking with some people, and we got some things coming.
Yeah, you
up,
going
know
so
what I'm
basically doing some rebranding.
Exactly.
There's some-
Exactly. It's gonna
okay.
be and yeah.
Oh, boy.
So yeah.
That's some big shit,
for real.
man.
So we coming for the world now.
You know how many times I changed my goddamn name before I got a name that I felt like was cool enough to actually represented who I was. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
like I mean, the TopZilla name, it just came about. It actually came from me trying to find an Xbox gamer tag, bro. And like I said, rest in peace of my bro Fame. Like me and this nigga sitting there playing Xbox one day, and I'm just like, because my name always been Top, but I was just trying to find a Top gamer tag.
Right.
So it was
You
like
can't
Top.
just put
It's
Top
like
in
it was
that
like
shit,
not
right.
available.
Already
Shit.
taken.
Yeah. So it gave me a suggestion. It was like TopZilla. I was like,
Oh, like that's
like,
a dope
oh.
suggestion.
I was like, oh, that's like.
Know what they tell me?
Godzilla
They be
TopZilla.
like, what's your real name? I'm like, Jarrell Minor. Well, how about Minor Jarrell?
You know, about to downgrade my life.
Yeah.
Major Jarrell, that's my name. Nigga.
My suggestions be trash. They be flipping my name. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
nigga, I don't want that.
Yeah, but that name came from Xbox suggestions. So shout out to Xbox. But we heading for the world now, something more global. You know what I mean? And yeah, just rebranding. Me and Zay, I keep mentioning this, man, because we got a lot of things going on. We trying to start a clothing line. And
Shout
shit
out
like
to
that.
management.
Yes, shout out to management who don't pay attention. But yeah, man, lot of things 2019 we trying to tap into, so just be on the lookout.
Well, look, man, you got our support, bro.
Appreciate
all day
y'all.
long. If you got anything going on, you feel like us being there would help enhance whatever it is that you're trying to do.
Yeah, and vice versa,
That's it.
bro. Anything, y'all. 'Cause like I said, you know, I may not always be on the social sites booming and shit like that, but I'm still like out there interacting with the people. So anything y'all got going on,
just do me this one favor.
and I can spread the word.
And some guests don't do this, but just do me this one favor.
What's that?
When this
Oh
episode-
shit!
When this
Zay in
episode,
here breaking shit,
when this
man.
episode drops on Sunday,
Right.
just repost it.
Oh, absolutely.
That's all I ask for.
I gotta
some
do
people,
that.
Hey, some people don't repost.
Nah,
Like, yo,
I
you know
gotta
you on
do
this
that.
episode.
You ain't even had to ask me to do that.
Listen.
That was a necessity.
Okay, we good.
Yeah.
So-
So ask me to do something else.
I ain't got nothing else for you. I ain't got nothing else
Ask me
for
to do
you.
something else, man.
People
Shit,
don't know
what
how
you-
important a repost or a retweet
Nah,
is.
facts.
Yeah, 'cause
Meek Mill and Drake had a whole
going back to what you said earlier is like you have a group of people that don't know us.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly,
and
exactly.
vice versa. We have a group of people that don't know
So
you.
they gonna be like,
post
oh,
it.
what's this? Click,
Meek
click.
Mill and Drake
Right.
got
And
into
they
a
gonna
whole
go to all
beef
y'all
over a retweet. Nigga ain't retweet my album, man.
Right.
That shit. I ain't gonna speak on that. I'm not gonna speak on
I'm
that.
glad
pretty
them
sure it's
niggas,
bigger
I'm glad
than
them
that.
niggas fly now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
that's
glad
dope.
them niggas fly now.
That's
Pretty
dope,
sure it's
though.
bigger than that, but Meek Mill took. Yo, that
That's
nigga ain't
dope.
retweet my album, man.
Shit is
That's
funny,
dope.
man.
That's
So
dope.
normally around this time of the night, man, we do all fuck is you doing, man, so we can just relax.
Okay.
It's his segment where he likes to go in. So without further ado,
Like, fuck is you doing?
Please, JJ Icefoot, bless us. My man. You old bitch ass nigga. Fuck is you doing? Fuck is you doing? I love this fucking clip, yo. This shit gets me every time. Break it down. Listen to the breakdown.
yo, that shit gets me every time.
All right, so today's date is September 14th, 2018. Now, for the last few years, we've all become accustomed to the unnecessary killings of black men by law enforcement within this country. And there was a recent scenario that was slightly different, but kind of the same at the same time. So let me hit you with this. Amber Geiger, Dallas police officer, was arrested for the murder of 26-year-old innocent black man, Botham Shamjean. I'm going to read you this article and give you a quick breakdown on what has taken place for those who may not be up on game for this particular scenario. Now, Amber Geiger, the Dallas cop who killed Botham Shamjean in his own apartment after mistaking it for hers, is now claiming that he didn't listen to her verbal commands before fatally shooting him.
Come on, man.
In a Texas Rangers arrest affidavit released on Monday, Geiger recounted what led to the shooting. After returning home from a 12-hour shift on Thursday night, she walked into Jean's apartment and shot her gun twice after he ignored her commands. After the shooting, she proceeded to call 911. She also said that the apartment door was left ajar and that the room was completely dark when she fired. It was only after the shooting that she turned on the lights and realized that she was in the wrong fucking apartment. However, Lee Merritt, the attorney representing Jean's family, says there are two witness statements that contradicts Geiger's account of the incident. One witness happened to be in a quiet room reading a book when she was in the best position to hear things. The lawyer said that the witness stated she heard a pounding at the door. The other witness was in the living room of her apartment watching TV. She also heard the same pounding on the door. Now, the first witness that was in the room reading the book, which is like the most valuable witness because they seem to have the most clear account as to what happened. She heard "Let me in," followed by "Let me in" in an elevated tone, and then she heard more pounding at the door. Then shortly thereafter, she heard gunshots. So, based on that, right? Let's take all of that right there and fucking throw it into a pot. Now, granted, if I believed I was in my apartment and I'm coming home from a 12-hour shift, I walk to what I believe is my apartment door. I see the door slightly cracked. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Then I walk in, it's completely black. Now, her being an officer, I believe that some instinct kicked in. Like, this shit ain't right. This shit is weird. I would have felt like this shit was weird, too.
Right.
So she sees us all, is completely pitch black in the crib. And then, naturally, the person's apartment, whose it is, comes to the door like, bitch, the fuck is you doing in my crib?
Right.
You know, and I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing in my crib?
Yeah.
I'm popping the trunk in his bitch ass. Boop. I'm popping the trunk in his ass. But
There's a big but.
But you were in the wrong fucking house.
Hold on. Quick interjection.
Uh-huh.
One of the other residents of that complex made a video showing that it's impossible for the door to be ajar. The door is closed by themselves.
That's another thing. She said she opened the door with a special key unit or a digital key unit or something like that.
Impossible.
Which is
if
weird.
You're at the wrong apartment. How are you going to open
How
it?
do you? Okay, so which one is it? Was the door ajar when you got there, or did you open the door with the special digital? Whatever
that wasn't your apartment, so how did it get open?
So I'm pretty sure if it's a special digital key, it works from door to door. So you wouldn't be able to get into his apartment with your key card.
Exactly.
It's like a hotel room. I can't get into the next door with my key card because I didn't check in or register to this room. So, and another thing, it wasn't even like the bitch was drunk or like super inebriated. You just got off a 12-hour shift.
This is what you
Granted,
do.
it was a long-ass day.
This is your career.
But you should be able to tell the difference of when you in your crib and when you're not. Now, she's saying that she shot the innocent victim across the hallway. But the affidavit or the witness, well, the information that they received afterwards, so from the witness statements, stated that he confronted her at the door. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of mixed and cross information with this one.
Another thing they were saying too, like, because I've been following up with this story, man. She lived directly underneath him.
Right.
And there was a lot of noise complaints coming to his apartment.
Right.
Not necessarily to say it was from her or whatever the case may be, but he was getting a lot of complaints.
About noise in his crib.
About noise and shit like that.
And also,
so to me, it sounds like
a vendetta.
She was just fed up.
Yeah.
She got this badge, so she thought it was going to protect her. She might have even conjured up a whole little story like, all right, I'm going to go in here one night and act like I'm going to the wrong door.
That's another good point, right? Now, with all of the past murders of innocent black men by law enforcement, do you think people who have that badge now kind of look for ways to infiltrate how they can go about getting away with murdering somebody?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like these niggas sit at home and research that shit.
Right.
Like, what's the loopholes in me killing somebody and getting away with it?
Now, let's talk about Mr. Jean. He was a lawyer, I believe. He was from the Caribbean community. I believe he was from the island of St. Lucia. Fox News then reports a search of his apartment, and then they report that they found marijuana in his crib.
What the fuck is the significance of that?
So, bitch,
I'm in my crib.
I was shot in my fucking house. What the fuck does me having weed? So me having weed in my apartment basically justifies this bitch running up in my crib and popping the trunk of my ass.
They just want to tank that man's image.
They trying to tank his image, but with this scenario, there's no way that can happen. He was in his home. He did nothing wrong, right? So what that has to do, Fox News also should fucking bury themselves as well. I'm kind of disgusted at this, right? Because I also read a report that said the affidavit that the officer originally gave after the shooting was before Amber Geiger was interviewed. So where the fuck did this information off this affidavit come from? You just made this shit up just to slam it together to present some shit to fucking the chief of police or the mayor or whatever the situation may be.
Just to feed the media.
Just to feed the media so it can be some type of resolution to it. There is nothing like... she has to get the maximum penalty. How you're unaware, like there was no questions asked, so you get to this door, it's, let me in. And he goes, bitch, this ain't your crib. This is my house. What the fuck?
What was the threat though? Even if somebody was in your
If anything, he should have shot
crib,
you.
right? Was he
Like, what the fuck?
was he attacking you? Was he coming towards you aggressively? Like
Right. If
you know
anything,
what I mean?
he should have shot her.
Deadly fire is not always the first, you know what I mean, resort.
Right, and then again,
They teach these motherfuckers to shoot you in the leg or something like that. Like,
and then again,
what they do.
it's not your crib. No, they teach.
Right.
They teach shoot to kill. That's what they
shoot to
teach.
kill,
They
yeah.
teach shoot to kill.
I would say,
So, but even still, like, okay, you shot and you killed him, but he wasn't in your house, baby. You was in his house.
that's
If anything,
like,
he should have shot your ass.
nah,
You was in his crib, and
that
the fact
story
that he
is
had
not
weed.
believable.
So the fuck what? Where's the search of her apartment? Where's the information that was found in her crib? Where's the toxicology report that showed what her BAC level may have been at the time of entering this man's house? There are so many unanswered questions that all still lead to the same aspect.
I done had the drunkest of nights. I have never walked to
Into
the wrong
somebody else's house.
wrong door, wrong
like
nothing.
So I'm assuming.
Alcohol makes me happy. I'm sorry.
I'm assuming she lives by herself or something because she was unable to contact anybody in regards to like why the fuck is a bitch in my crib? Like you fucking you gay now, nigga? Like I'm fucking with you. You letting niggas in my
this
house?
nigga in my
Like,
crib
You know
when
what I'm
I'm
saying?
gone?
Like something has that. There's nothing that I can be fed from what we already know that could take my mind off the fact that you need to get the maximum time allowed. Again, you weren't inebriated. You weren't under any type of stress. You didn't get offered any new pills from your doctor from any type of stress or anything like that you've been under. That has been reported.
They was
as
trying to
yet.
say she was new to the building.
Fuck that.
Still, that don't.
So you don't ask questions. You ain't call the police. You was off duty. Your authority is over at this point.
The police.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't call the building management. Like what the fuck is going on or nothing. You took it upon yourself to take action, and you fired upon this man, and then turned the lights on and saw that it wasn't your crib. You should have realized it wasn't your crib, or you should have started asking yourself these questions when you saw a motherfucker that didn't live with you inside of a place that wasn't yours. I feel like there were several different actions that could have taken place prior to her pulling out her gun and firing.
Yeah.
He didn't comply to my commands. Bitch, you know why? Because you want my fucking house. You need to comply to my fucking commands.
Close my motherfucking door.
Get the fuck out.
Let me spark my blunt.
You know what I'm
back
saying?
up.
Let me go back to rolling up my weed that I was doing before you walked the fuck in this bitch. I was chilling. I had a nice day.
Right.
I had a nice day. Me and my bitch made up. You know what I'm saying? I got a promotion at work, whatever. I'm in the crib smoking, rolling my weed, enjoying my night how I like to enjoy my night. And here you come in busting and you pop the trunk on me. I'm not cool with a suspension or an administrative leave.
Nah,
bullshit.
nah.
What state was this? I can't remember.
They was in Texas.
Texas,
I
Dallas.
believe.
It was in Texas because it was in
I
Dallas.
Figures.
She needs the maximum penalty allowed for this crime, man,
Yeah.
and nothing should be overlooked. You got to overturn every stone because both them Gene needs justice for his untimely death, and it's just completely fucked up. And Fox News,
She gonna get some time.
Fox
man.
News actually released the search of his apartment information the day of his funeral.
Disrespect.
The day of it, bro. Can you imagine being his brother or his mother, and like you trying to bury him, and then you getting bombarded with this news information, like
About some
reporting that's
weed.
irrelevant to his death? Yo, Amber Geiger, Dallas Police, Fox News. I got one question for you. What the fuck is you doing? Shit is crazy. Not only can a nigga drive or whatever, you can't even live in your own fucking house without the threat of getting shot. Like,
Bitch can't drive,
What?
being black. You can't walk.
fuck?
You can't even live in your own apartment. Man.
Shit is so big, man. I'm torn. I'm mourning for that man. It ain't like he did. There's nothing that you can. There's no way you can spin the reports that puts the blame on him. There's
At
absolutely
all.
no way.
At
There's no
all.
way.
So, Top,
Yes, sir.
how was your time with the brothers, though?
Oh man, this shit was dope, bro. This shit was definitely dope. This is my first time doing a podcast.
I was going to ask you that. So.
Yeah, it was my first time doing a podcast, but this shit, I like this.
Okay. Well, look, man, you got free passes, bro. Anytime you got new work,
hey, man, I might just come through and just sit with y'all.
Yeah, you can do that too.
And
shit.
you know it's genuine because if you actually look, we've actually been over almost 3 hours.
Right.
So, and it's been a genuine, like,
just saying,
you know we don't do this, but right.
It don't feel
when
pressed
it's real, it's real.
Yeah. It don't feel pressed to nothing. Like,
and again, man, I'm saying R.I.P. to the fellows who
my boy
recently
Fame,
lost,
my boy K Black.
And to everyone who has been affected by those untimely passes, man.
Shout out to Miss Kathy.
Absolutely. So, again, to you, I wish you the best on any type of mental or physical recoveries that you need to do for yourself.
Appreciate you, bro.
And along with the family as well.
This shit was therapeutic tonight, man. Just talking to y'all niggas about it.
Bet.
That's dope. I like to hear that, man. Because like you said, everybody, and listen, no disrespect to the artists in Trenton, but everybody's a rapper. And I'm happy that I found my avenue. I found something that's kind of different.
Right.
And all you artists out there, we got a platform, man. You know what I mean? We do numbers, man.
Come fuck with the podcast brothers, man. They got their shit together.
Hey, I'm cool, baby.
They shit together.
This was episode 103. Shout out to my man Ant Graves for coming through.
Ant Graves.
What that footage?
Oh, we gonna need this shit tonight. Tonight.
Be on it. Hey, like, yo, hey,
send me all your contacts. Nigga, I'm on your ass.
Hey, yo, this was episode 103, man. We out.
Episode 103 podcast, brothers. With
everybody know.
Yeah.
We the ones that get it. It ain't on the low. Moving high speeds. Never driving slow. I ain't got time. Got somewhere to go. Riding around the city and I'm tryna keep it low. But if it's a problem, you know that I'm trained to go. I stay to myself like, please back up, oh. This is not a race and you're not even coming close. But I'm a closer. This is light work, no shade like Sammy Sosa. Coming up short, oh please, no there is no such. I'm styling across the pylon as soon as my toe touch. Like baby, come close, I'm tryna touch on the chocha. But she was dirty, wanting from the island to the soca. Maybe she was playing when she was shying away. I ain't have time then, but I got time today. Moving around the city, everybody know we the ones get it. It ain't on the low, moving high speeds, never driving slow. I ain't got the time, got somewhere to go. Moving around the city, everybody know we the ones that get it. It ain't on the low, moving high speeds, never driving slow. I ain't got the time, got somewhere to go.